everybody. Oh, wow, we got 60 people nearly here. Hell yeah, that's it's always late session. We're back. Thank you guys so much for doing this bit of gay shit to come over here to do a new...
A lot of homosexuality.
It's always a lot of
homosexuality. Gays.
So, to reiterate, to start off, because by the way, I'm going to end up privating this stream, but I will upload it to Broken Crown post facto. I just want to, like... Again, YouTube has stipulations of what you have to do to get monetized, so this is part of it. What am I planning to do with the old channel? Nothing. I'm going to still upload political content there. It's just going to become exclusively only political content. Anything that is even slightly non-political will go on here, but political content stays on Aiden. That's it.
I would find it really funny if you started doing like political commentary on Aiden Paladin and suddenly that one takes off.
I mean, it might. Who knows? But I'm going to just... so political content stays on Aiden Paladin. Science, more just general broad science content. And you understand, it's me, so it's like, how apolitical is it gonna be, really? Right? Like, I mean, I've got political takes on things. So that's what I mean. You know the kind of game, right? Like, in that... by the way, I'm just open about my politics on things. And I'm gonna tell you the truth about stuff.
I'm gonna let you guys all in on a secret. If you ever wonder why Aiden doesn't like pause for breath, it's because she's petrified of dead air for like more than 3 seconds.
Sure am. Dead air's gay.
Yeah, but you do realize
that
the chat doesn't need to hear something literally every single second. Like if you pause for like 5 seconds,
not
you just go like
infants.
Okay, well I get.
Well, see, like that. That's the
vodka bottle and screw.
I did.
They're not going to go, oh my god, Aiden's dead, because you didn't speak for 3 seconds. Well, actually,
there's no optimists in this stream.
No.
Oh god.
Who's this mysterious Sybil? The thing is that, like, it's a name I've been going by on the internet since around the same time I started going by Aiden, way before starting YouTube. So
So it's always great to make your channel, your inter-channel through route, your Kiwi Farms thread.
Well, it's not just that, but like if you
it is
look
also
me
the
up,
name of Basil Fawlty's wife in Fawlty Towers.
It is Sybil. Yeah,
more like that every single day.
Oh, really? I'm actually doing something terrible, Bill, and actually apologize for doing that. It's horrifying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Me saying sorry, my god, that's horrifying. That's something I actually.
Well, it's another.
My ending slogan. Don't do.
It's another character from Final Fantasy, or another Final Fantasy 11 reference. Aiden was the name of my avatar in Final Fantasy 11, and Sybil, the Star Sybil, is like the religious leader of the state of the government of Windurst, which is a yes. Windurst through into Aiden. Now. Although I was a Bestoker, I was not a Windustrian, but still. Anyway.
This is fucking gay and homo.
It is gay. Speaking
I
of
was
gay.
playing Guild Wars during that time period.
Speaking of gay, this is all about oil. So here we have the U.S. saying we're just gonna steal and seize all the oil from Iran.
This is a long-term gain because what we want to do is get.
There it is. There it is. There's the narrative. Short-term pain, long-term gain. What's the long-term gain? We're gonna seize all the oil.
Such massive oil reserves in Iran out of the hands of terrorists, and so what we're
into the hands of Israel that funds terrorists
is highly outweighed of the long-term benefit because ultimately we're not going to have to worry about these issues in the Strait of Hormuz because we're going to get all of the oil out of the hands of terrorists.
And put them in the hands of terrorists. Yeah. State of Israel.
Hey, remember how the whole reason you're qualifying your attacks on Turkey coming up? Is because they dealt with ISIS, which is an Israeli front.
Well, we're going to get to that, which is the fact that guess what? Yeah,
and they were selling the oil.
Cuba's next, Turkey's next. Turkey, which is a NATO member, what does that spoon?
Is there a rule for?
How does it even work? What happens?
Can you trigger Article 5 internally?
Yeah, can NATO members trigger Article 5 on other NATO members? Presumably, like what? How does that work? If one NATO member declares war on another NATO member, does that potentially provoke Article 5? Which means the use of nuclear weapons. What does it mean if NATO declares war on NATO? No, I've heard what they've said is just throw Turkey out of NATO. There's some, who cares? There's just Turkey. Well, Turkey is a damn near founding member of NATO. They've been a member of NATO since the 1950s.
Apparently this triggers Article 4, not Article 5.
What is Article 4?
Okay, Article which calls for consultation when territorial integrity or security is threatened to try and resolve the dispute through diplomatic means. Calls it a diplomatic crisis instead.
Okay, well then, and if it can't be resolved diplomatically,
it does also technically trigger Article 5,
Turkey.
but whenever there is like an internal trigger of something like Article 5, it just triggers a diplomatic response.
Can I just there's a comment here that I have to read because it is so fucking retarded. I just have to read this. This is like the stupidity of some of my audience. Here it is, the full of cope video. Okay. No, lol. No, really, the Iranians are not based Westerners. We never claimed they were, by the way. They allowed their king to be deposed. The one that you installed, by the way, you fucking retards.
Your king...
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on, it gets worse. And replaced with an Islamic dictator. Yeah, you did that as well, by the way. The ones protesting... Again, it gets worse. The ones protesting this year are starving because the regime was using what little money they had to make weapons. Well, you're attacking them now, so that would be why. Okay, again, it gets worse. Iranians are never going to westernize. Again, that's not the fucking goal here.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, again, hold on a second. Okay. It gets worse. That said, Cope Hardespoon, we aren't going to let a country a fraction our power attack us for decades and not blow them up. They haven't done that. You literally cooed their government fucking twice, you retard. Like this was a long time coming.
Iran has funded terrorist organizations. That is true.
We were successful. We were successful in States. Listen, we were successful in Syria.
What?
Absolute goat fuck.
Syria is a dumpster fire.
Exactly,
Slave markets.
and Venezuela, and we will achieve our goals in Iran. Okay, you can't
one thing
say
we were successful in Venezuela is making sure that their oil was open to Israel.
You can't say these people are weak because we overthrew them twice. And now you're pissed off that the regime is poor because they stacked weapons and then you attacked them and now they're using those weapons on you because you attacked them. Like,
now,
see, these kinds of people are why I get pissed off in my comment section and think they're beneath me because they're fucking retards.
Now,
that's a dumb thing to say.
I usually despise arguing with one's audience. However, on this occasion, I will chime in with the idea of, you wouldn't let a tiny country, a fraction of your size, talk shit and attack you. Well, then what the fuck is the Lavon affair? Israel's been doing nothing but the USS Liberty, or about all the myriad other times that Israel has organized or directly
Israel
attacked
is
the
not
US.
even like 10 people, and it is literally buying and shagging your politicians in front of your face and getting your civilians killed in fucking war. You are a pussy fucking nation. You are a giant army that is getting whipped by a bunch of Jews. Fuck off. Eat a dick. Don't ever criticize any other country, you parasites.
There is a magical button that fixes all this problems called trigger.
The red one?
Indeed.
You can paint whatever color you like, mate, as long as you're aiming true.
Oof, good.
This work?
Jesus, take the wheel gun.
Also, no, that's not a Dev comment because Dev would never praise the regime.
He absolutely would, I think.
For this reason?
I think he...
Whoever pays them the best,
Considering his TDS, I don't think he would praise Trump even for this.
He would never praise the Trump regime, no. He will praise the regime, which is...
Yes.
Trump is the regime in that he's, at this point, uniparty. Now, the Democrats are opposed to this.
I give less of a single fuck what Dev thinks about anything.
Yeah, true. You know what?
Hold on.
Absolutely
hold
true.
on. Okay, so I think he might because Destiny is pro-Israel vehemently, so he might actually praise Trump for this.
Is Destiny pro-Israel?
Yes.
Yeah, who else is going to put up with him being such a nonce?
Destiny is massively pro-Israel. That's the one thing he and Venture actually agreed on. Yes. And also, it's a place you can flee to just, like, shag young children.
It's probably there now.
Interesting. Anywho. So, we'll seize all the oil.
It's always funny with Destiny, because the only kid he's not interested in is his own.
I know. Nathan's a shit poster now. So
wouldn't you be?
It's going to be kind of.
I was going to say you would be as well if that's your. Like,
it's going to be kind of difficult to seize all the oil if you set it all on fucking fire.
Did you see that even Lindsey Graham came out and they were like,
yes, he did. I got
Israel, you want to like maybe hold back because we can't Iran can't use the oil to increase their economy. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're going to jack that oil, you lazy.
Yeah.
Like, if
lice.
even
Yeah,
the
here it is.
Warhawks are like, pump the brakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Or break
it's
the pumps.
because
You're destroying
well,
our
this is-
treasure.
Israel
breaking
did
all the
this,
loot.
Okay. And so this is the thing you're going to see consistently, which is that the U.S. is blaming, is trying to avoid responsibility for things like the attack on the girls' school. And then at the same time, Israel is blaming the U.S. The U.S. is blaming Israel. We're supposed to be the greatest allies, right? And yet at every single turn, one side blames the other and vice versa. So Lindsey Graham here says, our allies in Israel have shown amazing capability when it comes to collapsing the murderous regime in Iran. America
are you
is
talking
most
about, Graham?
appreciative.
Dude, there's no way in hell Iran, or Israel rather, would stand a chance if it wasn't funded by you. Iran would wipe them
Yeah.
off the face of the earth.
Yeah. However, there will be a day soon that the Iranian people will be in charge of their own fate, not the murderous Ayatollah regime. In that regard, please be cautious about what targets you select. And what he means by this is that they burnt and destroyed oil facilities. And as a neocon war hawk, Holden blood feast creature,
Also a
he thinks
homosexual.
about the oil. Yeah, and homosexual, yes. Our goal is to liberate the Iranian people. Oh, shut up! In a fashion
Of
that
their
does
wealth.
not cripple of their wealth. Yes, liberate them of their wealth. Liberate them of their lives. Actually, that does not cripple their chance to start a new and better life. Well,
What else
what he
did you
means
call,
is
okay,
in
what
the
else did you
next
call
one,
these
a new
absolute
and better
retards?
life.
And
The
I-
next roll around
it's
because they're
taking
going to kill
all
you.
my self-restraint not to indulge in every slur under the fucking
Mm-hmm.
red sun, which is very simply like you wish to murder everyone in a region,
Yeah.
avail yourself of all their wealth.
Yeah.
You are acting like fucking Philistines.
His wife's mother is Greek. That might explain some of it. I don't think it explains it for Lindsey Graham though.
If you're
'Cause he-
controlled by your
he is just
mother-in-law,
a
you
genuine,
deserve a noose.
bloodthirsty, homosexual freak. And
Or if Lindsey Graham gave a fuck what his wife or her mother thinks, he would stop fucking young boys.
indeed, but he doesn't. Anywho. So, night turn day, Iranians tell of strikes on oil depots. Iranians have told the BBC about the moment several oil depots were hit by strikes overnight. The US and Israel continued their attack on the country when residents said it was as if night turned today. And if you've seen videos of this, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Just the whole sky is on fire. Look at this
So-
shit.
This is
That
you
shit they did in
liberating
Iraq.
Iran.
This is, yes, we're liberating the people.
This is one-to-one.
Destroying their infrastructure.
By the way, this is the exact thing that gave Beau Biden fucking cancer.
Yes. Yes. By the way. Super chats are not enabled. This is a brand new channel. One of the reasons we're doing it over here is so I can turn monetization on this channel. The way YouTube works is that you have to have a certain number of views, and the
Oh,
easiest way to
$1,000.
get views is to do a stream.
Can you still
So-
donate to streams that are over, like you used to be able to do?
I don't know. I think so.
I think you can still donate on the previous one. We'll catch up here.
Yeah, sure. If you if you do that, let me bring that
Well,
up.
have we got Streamlabs? What we did?
No, I don't have Streamlabs set up anymore. I mean, like, it is somewhere. I didn't think about it tonight. Anywho. It's for free, guys. I will read the chat more actively than I always read the
No,
chat.
she's salty because the Sword Fund was doing so well.
I am not salty. The Sword Fund was doing that well. I'm going to probably stream, by the way, tomorrow, guys, over here, because there's no way we're going to get through
Which,
this tonight.
Good luck with
So-
that. I've got the Kino night tomorrow night. So
I know, and I'll be
I'll
streaming
be
over
streaming
here.
with Spoon beforehand. I believe.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to watch that India documentary? India, the
Iran
worst
this
nation on
month.
I
earth?
keep meaning to bring out to you. Yeah,
Iran
there's
this
a
month next to Cuba. Jesus fucking Christ, Americans are nuts.
India, the worst country in the world. It's probably a bit. It's
I
probably a bit
watched
rough even for fucking.
little bit
even
of
for
it.
Rumble, it's probably pretty rough.
It's on Rumble, and I watched a little bit of it. It is grotesque.
I've heard it described as an IRL cognito-hazardous.
I
like
watched
file.
about
What is
10
this?
minutes of it. There's a documentary that was released
Made a
last year
feature-length documentary
Feature-length
made by
film.
4chan.
Made
about
by
how
4chan.
India is a shithole.
called India, the Worst
Oh.
Country on Earth.
I did
And
see that.
I watched a little bit of it. It's sickening.
The thumbnail is India's flag with a puckered anus at the center.
Yeah. It's gross.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's pretty damn gross.
It goes
Anyway.
into all of India's like hidden little fucking nightmare creature like behaviors.
Yeah. This is the state of this shit. This is the oil. The oil, by the way, is now raining down from the sky. It's running through the gutters on fire. This is
Iran's
the oil
streets
we're
are
gonna
literally
seize?
combusting because the oil has gone into the sewer system.
You've destroyed a huge amount of oil.
They've essentially turned the oil fields into a thermobaric bomb.
Good Lord. I mean, this is the destruction.
It's the exact same shit they did in Iraq.
It is, but this is our oil now, and you know what it is? It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. It's my oil, and I'll burn it if I want to. Fuck off, fuck off. Like I can't. The waste of everything, the waste of resources, the waste.
Why
of
would they
human
care? They're not going
life.
to. They think they're leaving this fucking rock in about a year's time.
But apparently, this is our oil to take. That we're
Again,
just burning.
it does not matter.
The
Look
hubristic
at what they say. Look at what they do.
nature.
Like the whole,
of the
they,
American
they
regime.
ardently believe that they will not be on this fucking speck of dust in the void for more than a year or so. They are hopping off this little cultural experiment in existence.
And yes, the acid rain. That's the thing. Dissident Night is that this will produce acid rain. I thought
untold destruction of the infrastructure on city and like national scale.
Right, it's gonna destroy all your
flowing through the
tires.
sewers. It's exploding through the fucking like sewer grates.
Yes.
and like setting like hundreds and thousands of buildings on fire. And it's gonna
Please.
and it's gonna start literally dissolving everything the rain touches.
Bill, is your stream gonna be is your thing gonna be streamed tomorrow? Because
Fuck if I know.
old Hodden was asking. It might not be streamed. They might just be doing it privately.
It's up to Spoon. I'll just you will just.
Oh
let me
no,
know
you
turn
and
up.
Spoon's thing. I thought you were doing another thing with. Okay.
Oh, Kino Night. Kino Night is always.
Kino
It's never
Night.
streamed. It is.
Yes.
Also, complete non-political.
Oh.
It's
Other
always
things.
7:30 to 8 o'clock British time.
Yes. I
in
cannot.
Rolling the Isle server.
Because this is a new channel, I can't link the links in the description. But look, there's all this stupid stuff you got to go through as you set up a new YouTube channel. We went through this when we started Broken Crown. That's been years now. That's been like 4 years. Anyway, you need to like set it up and let YouTube know you're legit or whatever. So, however, if you do join Broken Crown, the Discord, I will get the link here for you. Hopefully, I can send it in the chat. We do Kino nights. That's on Tuesdays.
Those are rolling in the aisles on Tuesday evenings. Yes.
Oh, Rolling in the Isles. It's not a Broken Crown raid.
Yeah.
It's here.
Rolling in the
and
aisles
if
is
you-
free to join.
Let me.
So I might be a grifter.
No limit.
but I'm not a scumbag
generate
about it.
Link. Copy. So if you would like to do Kino nights with Bill and friends, that's the Discord link.
Always
to...
in the chat,
Yes.
so you can come call me slurs.
I don't know if we need a mod, but if you're offering, for sure. Anyway, I think we get the idea is that they've our oil and therefore it's ours to set on fire. So the other thing we've been hearing is that you got to sacrifice for all of this for oil.
If ever I hear the word sacrifice, I assume that the person's a fucking Israeli stooge, and they almost always are.
Well, this is a war for oil. It's going to work.
I think we all.
But now we're fighting this war for oil is one of the things that's been claimed. This is for oil, so America can get all this oil. Hey, Nachos, thank you. good to see you. We're fighting this war for oil, but then they're telling you that Americans are going to have to sacrifice by putting up with higher prices for gas, which seems contradictory, you know?
I think we all know that when you have a kinetic conflict like this, whether you want to call it a war or not, we are putting energy, resources, money into this. It is going to take a little bit of sacrifice on the part of Americans. There is a political component to this. We have the midterms coming up.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. And that I am concerned about that. Republicans are going to get R-worded in the freaking midterms over this. Because people are going to be thinking about look at how expensive my gas bill is. Or my how much I pay at the pump. And they're going to go, this is Republicans' fault. I'm not going to vote for a Republican, maybe ever again.
Because it is.
Yes, it is Republicans' fault in this case. That is correctly attributed. By
So
the way, the
Brandon, I'm
Democrats are
sorry,
just-
but they fucking scuttled you.
I mean, Democrats are worse. However, this is all Republicans' fault. And we talked about it at the beginning, but it's something I want to reiterate here, is that just because you're critical of this stuff does not make you a Democrat, does not make you a leftist. It means this is fucked. And this callousness of being like, just put up with it, deal with it, that we started a war of choice.
As we fucking keep insider trading and filling our fucking pockets, everyone else.
You're gonna see this shit about how billionaires are building bunkers right now.
They've been building bunkers for years.
Well, it's a
that's not
hot
new.
commodity right now. Wonder why.
If you see a billionaire in the street, just kill him. Fuck it.
Oh, in Minecraft,
Luigi had the right idea.
Minecraft.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's me.
This place is demonetized. What do I get?
Jesus Christ. Well, true, but I'm trying to get it to that. Actually, you know what? Maybe don't get me in trouble. Don't get me a strike before I've done anything yet. Good Lord.
Fortune
Okay.
favors the bold.
Have tried to make it about affordability. That will certainly play into that. But I think the average American in my district understands the need that we decapitate this terrorist regime.
The average American is having a rough go of things. The economy's not been good for years.
The average American
didn't get
doesn't ever think about Iran, you dumb fucking
No.
retard.
No.
The average American doesn't even know where Iran is.
All right. Sorry, I got worried about the stream.
Oh yeah, they know where it
We can
is.
take
Is
him
that
down.
is that chunk at the bottom of the Greater Israeli fucking map that's on all the IDF patches?
Oh no, did we get taken down?
No?
Okay. Sorry, I saw some rips in the stuff in the chat and I got worried. Because I am worried it's a new channel, so I'm like,
I think they're making jokes about what I said.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I'm a little
paranoid.
paranoid.
We can see that.
Anywho.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to
Oh
start a
wow,
new
I'll
thing.
have to
Oh, it's
just
okay.
launch another channel.
Oh, yeah, start a new one, I guess. But that's more work. Anyway. Okay. So the economy's not been great. It's not been good for a while. It has been going downhill. Americans don't have a lot. And one of the major reasons people voted for Trump was to fix the economy. To get the American people to have more value for their dollar and have more dollars in their pocket. And instead, we're being told, get the fuck over it. You have to sacrifice for a foreign war of choice. You know? It's so tired. Oh my god. They actually hate you. This is Fox News. I'm sorry. How would you describe this other than, first of all, this woman's, look, I've got a very Welsh skull, as Bill, you're well aware. And so my face is quite concave. But holy shit. You know what I mean? Yikes. That's crazy concave face there.
Built
Anyway,
from Welsh bloke.
yeah, true. She's gonna tell you
But
about how
peep the eyeballs, ears, and cant.
yeah,
This
she's
is
gonna-
a Sephard. This is a really
Is it?
high-level Sephardic Jew.
is she, excuse me. She's gonna tell you to put your big boy pants on and spend more money at the pump for Trump's war of choice.
And
Because they want you perpetually
Moon
poor.
Man
because,
skull.
because yes, don't you put that evil on Moon Man? He can see. But this hideous Sephardic fucking nightmare creature is going to tell you to spend more money, so that way you'll stay poor. Because poor people spend more of their monthly income than the
They
rich
sure
do.
do.
'Cause the rich like to keep their money in
They consolidate,
savings
yeah.
accounts and make it so that it's kept out of circulation. They want you as serfs, and they will
Broke.
keep you that way. And I hate to break it to you two, as much as you might love being ditch diggers, but I'm not really going for that game.
Look, we might be sounding dangerously socialistic. I mean, maybe a certain type of socialist, but anyway, yeah, the elites do want to keep you poor to a certain extent
It's financially useful.
It is financially useful. They need the plebs.
They want you
and they
living
need to
hoof
be
to mouth.
sufficiently poor. It benefits them. The age of American exceptionalism, I really hope not, but certainly appears to be ending. I do not want American exceptionalism.
If only there was a magical
die.
button you could press to make all these problems go away.
If only there were. Maybe there is, but no.
Let's go.
Let's go.
and until people can wrap their heads around
Good night,
that,
Arden.
I just think about every time this happens and people start, the gas prices! My dad pulls out the ration coupon book from World War II and tells me how
Yes.
my granddad
This is unbelievable.
But you would even admit to
gas-
this shit that you're getting rinsed this hard by your family and you are still a fucking, like,
Later.
work-shy fucking nightmare creature like this.
Yeah.
This is the sneering fucking face of capitalism, isn't it?
It really, well, this is not
You
just
realize
capitalism. It's,
you You
Yeah.
assholes were cheering for Trump's low petrol prices
Yes,
during
they were.
the first administration.
Yes,
and
they were.
now when he says, "Hey, we're gonna fuck you,"
They were
with it,
cheering-
then it's like, "Oh,
they were
look, we're
cheering-
crying more." Hey, get you fucking hypocrites.
Well, yeah, well,
Exactly.
guess what? She's related
Exactly.
to money lenders. What do you expect? Usurers. She's going to make money hand over fist out of this. They want you poor, so you'll borrow from them and you end up in debt to them forever. You'll be in a perpetual cycle of
Spoon.
debt. What's better than having than someone being poor, having negative fucking income?
Do you know who was not
Spoon,
in
do you-
favor of usury in their country when they came to power?
True.
Anyone with any fucking sense?
Spoon, do you remember a couple
Painters.
months ago when I did kind of like I remember doing kind of like a year in review a little bit during one stream of talking about what Trump had gotten done in the first year of his first year of his second term. And I said the one thing you could point to, I remember this distinctly. I said the one thing you can point to is that gas prices are down. Petrol prices are down.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one thing. It was the one thing you could point to that was decent. And it's what a bunch of conservatives are pointing to. Is like, well, petrol prices are down at the end of last year. And now it's, well, fuck that one too. Shall we? And in fact, not only fuck that one, but fuck you for caring about it. The one definitive thing you could point to as something that was good for the American people was that gas was super cheap. Not anymore.
You know what's the thing that I actually recognized annoys me the most about Americans in this particular scenario is because Americans are fierce haters of government, especially their own. Like
In theory.
when it fucks with them, yes. But they have no problem cheering on that same fucking government if it fucks with the sovereignty of other people, so long as they believe that's a benefit to them. Then they will happily say, hey, look, my government can bomb the shit out of anybody else as long as I get to take their shit. It's like, really? That's like that's the reason why people hate you, is because you champion that shit. You're just full of shit.
Lockheed Martin
are-
just changed their motto to "Live vicariously."
Look, all politics are power politics. That's true. And America is world hegemon for the time being. I understand why you don't want to lose the position of world hegemon. However, I would ask, and I mean this very sincerely, you know who used to be a global hegemon was the British Empire. You know who doesn't want to get involved in this? What's
The
left
British.
of the British Empire.
Because they're smart.
You can do this stuff while you are hegemon until you run
people will
out
hate
of
you.
money, until you run out, you destroy your empire, which the United States is going to do through
Yep.
this.
Overstretching.
I do not
Israel
want,
was the death knell of the British Empire,
which it was. Yes, the creation of
Yeah.
Israel was the
and
death
they
knell
will
of the
keep
end of the
sacrificing
British
empires to their
Do
own
you
fucking
understand that?
aggrandizement.
Yeah.
Yes, please get this sorted, guys. The end of the British Empire is the death knell, as Bill put it very accurately, is signaled in part by the what's the name of the accord or the treaty that resulted in the establishment of Israel?
The Oslo Accords,
Is
the
that
Abraham
it?
Accords.
Abraham Accords, which is that is part of that's like number one, well, one of many parts of things that signaled the end of the British Empire. They were world hegemon. Now the United States is world hegemon. And the United States is about to similarly destroy its hegemonic power for the sake of Israel. Two great Western nations will be sacrificed at the altar of Israel's desires.
Bloodlust.
Hegemon, what Digimon is that? He's a really strong one. He's the best Digimon.
Eddie's Chevy dealership just went poof overnight. Didn't get it back. Lost his business. It just went goodbye.
Balfour
Because
Declaration. Thank you.
all
That's it.
of
That's it. CVA. Thank you. I knew that Abraham Accord. Balfour Declaration. Yeah.
The auto manufacturing was redirected toward wartime manufacturing. So let's pull our trousers up, shall we?
How much,
Hey,
what's
Fuck you,
your net
bitch.
worth?
Who is this
How about
bitch?
you put your trousers
Who
on
is
your
this?
neck?
Who is this bitch? I don't even know. What's her fucking name? I have no idea who this whore is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being a little bit mean, but like,
No, fuck her. Some Sephard walking in saying everyone how to live their fucking
pull
lives.
your
How-
trousers up. So you go pay $10.
Okay, here's an
a
idea.
gallon.
Sephards out there, how about you go down to fucking Poland and pick your fucking shoes up?
They cannot even hide their contempt for you. The ruling class hate you so much, it's unfathomable.
Call it what it is. The ruling theocracy.
It is.
Jews of
Now-
every stripe will happily fucking gut you for a single
They will.
fucking coin.
Not only is Iran's oil facilities on fire, half the Gulf's oil facilities are on fire to a certain extent. Now, Iran's mostly targeted American infrastructure, but Kuwait's just saying they're gonna just cut oil production. Reduced oil and refinery production Saturday, citing disruptions linked to declining shipping activity through the Strait of Hormuz. So you have one of the Gulf states just saying we're not going to do it anymore. But trust me, guys, it's a small price to pay at the pump. By
the way,
I know
whilst
it's
this is
California.
happening, backroom deals are going on with go-betweens and third parties to make sure that oil still changes hands.
Indeed.
But
Now, this is-
they'll gut you at the pumps regardless. I know that for a fact because my
so-
granddad used to be that go-between.
Look at this fucking taxi door ears open Anglo fuck little kid. Gonna tell you, I mean, this is like a child.
No, look at the cant.
I know, right? He's
This-
gonna tell
this-
you.
this
This is
is
the British
fucking-
people, by the way.
This is another fucking every Berg single steam Timowitz.
Balfour Declaration and Formation of Israel, though Britain went back on during the 1930s. I have to
Fucking Big
myself
Ben
on that
Shapiro over here.
here we have Big Ben. Here's Big Ben Shapiro telling you about how you may pay more for petrol. It's a small cost for the state of Israel.
How are you like 10 and look like fucking Mandelson?
Oh, he does look like
Did he
Peter
fucking jump bodies?
Yeah, again, he had to escape from his previous form, just like how Holden Bloodfeast had to escape from John Bolton into Lindsey Graham.
By the way, velvet finish peacoats make you look like a homosexual. Fucking pack it in there.
I like a peacoat, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's a fucking velvet finish one. Those look ghastly.
It does look a bit
Especially
ghastly.
when you're a fucking like... Well, I can't even use half the words I want to use.
He
Just-
does look
okay.
like Peter Mandelson.
Imagine the words that Bill was going to say.
How do you sometimes look like a nonce and the victim of one? He looks like he's off to molest himself.
What was it?
That's a polite way of
like
calling him a
that-
I was
wanker.
working in the priesthood, like I probably should have ended up doing, and this cunt walked into the seminary. I was
Oh
like,
my
I'm getting the
God.
fuck out of
That's
here.
like
I'm the
that
one that's going to
meme
get
of, like,
diddled.
What was it? It was like the trans, some trans murderer was like, how do you look? Or no, some trans murderer. It was just some trans person on Twitter who was like, how do I look, ladies? It's like, you look both like the prostitute and
And the trucker who murdered her.
who murdered her at the same time. Nonce. And the
He's like a
child
living
did
embodiment of the abused becoming the abusers.
Oh no. Anyway, here's his opinion on it.
Yeah, the motorists I've been speaking to
It's like
certainly
he was fussed and
feeling
bred by the
pricing.
Jimmy Savile eugenics program.
Jesus Christ.
Forever young. That's
Somewhere out there, there is a picture of Jimmy Savile that works as this kid's picture of Dorian Gray.
oh my god.
Oh, God.
By the way, Mandelson's aged 10 years and 10 minutes.
Oh my.
He used to have that greasy
Mr.
fucking
Bean
Hitler
Mandelson.
haircut. Now he's white as a fucking sheet.
Oh,
Oh, God damn.
I'm gonna die, bro.
is rising, and they have risen since the start of this conflict, when petrol prices across the board, the UK average was 132.5 pence a litre. In the
You can really
last
tell
10
when
days
someone
since
got
that
bullied at
conflict
school, can't
started, prices across the board at
Fucking
5
rightly
pence
so.
more now,
Yeah.
137.5 risen by 9 pence per
God, that's
litre
not a profile
for
you wanna show
diesel,
off,
and
kid.
that's led the RAC to this.
Look, maybe he's fine. I don't
Probably
know.
not.
He's
He
just
looks like a little
reporting
cunt.
on this about
How
how,
does he
you know,
He's
look
looking
like
for GB
50.
News. How good can he be?
true.
Yeah,
He's like a
how
fucking
does
macaque.
he looks 20 and 50 at the same time. He's like a male
Yeah,
version of Greta
again,
Thunberg.
he looks like the nonce and the child that he's molested at the same time.
Issue some advice.
You know,
to
in like horror
drivers.
stories, when they describe like a ghost possessing a child and their face twists like the way it shouldn't on such a young face.
Yeah.
That's how it's,
Yeah.
this is like a fucking King Diamond album on legs. I'm gonna get out of there, Chief. Alice Cooper's gonna start talking about you.
Oof.
Telling them to drive more fuel efficiently in order to save money, as prices are expected to continue to rise.
Meanwhile, as Indians
Drivers
careen across the
can
fucking
do-
street.
Yeah.
As Indians are careening wildly across the road, and the entire thing becomes a massive mechanical game of Frogger.
We're kind of bullying this kid,
Good.
this adult, quite viciously, I'd say. Like, he hasn't really done anything. He's just a
I
reporter.
have the common decency to not get in front of a fucking camera. This cunt should try it. Man.
He is just a reporter.
If I see this face on camera, it better have live leak at the bottom right.
He's just reporting working on it.
do that
Well-
by not
That's all I can say. Well,
accelerating and braking harshly, and also by ensuring their tyres are at the correct pressure. But
Okay, nobody cares. Prices are up. We got it. Go on about like how tires.
Jeez, that lively joke was pretty bad.
So
Oh,
how
God.
many? What is this? 100,000 million, 800 billion has been wiped
800
from
million.
the U.S. stock market. Is it million?
billion.
800 million, yes.
Billion?
Yeah.
100?
Three.
This
so-
should be
so
100,000.
then million,
Oh, yeah.
then
This would be
billion.
million. This is
Yeah,
billion.
sorry.
800
Yeah.
billion.
100 billion wiped from the U.S. stock market at open on March 6th. It's going great, guys.
I forgot.
It's
6
going
euros is a
great.
million.
Oh, by the way, Israel's going to tell us that we don't need that oil anyway. We don't, you don't really need it. Oh my god.
You know, I do want to get around to having my pilgrimage to the Holy Land at some point. If these cocksuckers could hurry up and collapse as a state,
Could you get out of it? Yeah.
get the fuck out of my way.
Look, I saw someone in the chat say earlier about like, oh no, not here. Sorry, it was on Twitter. Wouldn't be here. Somebody on Twitter said like, do you have Paladin in your name and you don't want a Great Crusade? Oh no, I do. No, I
just
think
the,
Yeah,
just
it's
the country
a
of
thing.
choice
it's not
is,
in Iran. It's not in Iran. The Crusades don't. That's not for Iran. What? How? By the way, how brain dead do you have to be like to say the Crusades happened in Iran? What? No, I'd love another crusade where there's a different country that would entail. Anywho,
It's worth its weight in gold to the IRGC, and that's something we're not going to let happen. Here at the Israeli Embassy in Washington, outside of
Oh,
our
wow.
operations room, an update as we conclude the 8th day of the war. Two important points
Oh,
to
so
make
it is
today.
a war.
You've seen in the media
well, they can't make up their mind on that. I don't know. And by the way, and if you point out that they can't make up their mind, that's a problem too. Apparently. Ugh.
the attacks
Jay,
on
Jay,
the oil
Jay Dye had a good joke. Relax, it's just 2 weeks to flatten Iran.
Oh, oof.
God, that's pretty
Played
good.
too much Medieval 2, Total War,
Oh.
indeed. I know, right?
depots in Iraq.
That's it. 2 weeks to flatten the Kurds.
Yeah.
No, 2 weeks to flatten the Kurds. Oh my god. Well, we keep doing that, which is why the Kurds don't want anything to fucking
If I was
do with us
Armenia
anymore.
right now, I'd be shitting broken glass. It's not
Anna,
good.
speaking of Armenia, Anna Kasparian's been very based on all of this.
Yes, yes,
you know,
she has. I should actually give her
and
a
so is
shout out in the
Shoeonhead.
video.
Shoeonhead has been
Shoeonhead
And-
is
and-
way more based than she lets on.
and Nina
Let's
Infinity.
keep going. Keep pushing her right. I could do with a decent dermatologist.
Nina Infinity responded to me on Twitter today.
You will damage my drinking use.
She's associated with the Geeks and Gamers people, if you're not familiar. It is interesting that it does seem to be women, and I talked about this last week, but it's like, and I understand why. Men want warfare because it's attractive to men. Like
It's inherent
you
in their
want
nature to want to conquer.
to want to conquer, to want to, to be strong, to be warriors. And I would never, ever deign to tell men they're wrong for that natural and good desire, by the way. It is a good thing that men desire
I would have
conquest.
no problem with this if this was just a straight up conquest.
But it's not. It's a conquest
It's
for somebody
a
else.
proxy conquest for some
Yeah.
retarded fucking inbred desert dwelling goat
Yeah.
fuckers, like it always fucking is.
Yeah. Men's desire for conquest is a good thing. It is.
It's been
And it's
usurped by
being
usurers.
twisted. It's being twisted against their best interests. And that's what makes me really sick.
Filled your screens.
We need another
These are
Inquisition.
oil depots that belong to the IRGC, not to the Iranian people. The Iranian people never benefited from this oil. The IRGC did. It's worth its weight in gold.
So we should just blow them up. Because the Iranian people never benefited. So
The
blow them the fuck up.
frenzy in his voice when he mentioned gold.
I know. Oh, I know. You can't. His name's probably Goldstein, to be fair.
To the IRGC, and that's something we're not going to let happen. This funds their terror activity all over the world. Taking away their funding will prevent them from funding terror.
To be clear, again, taking away their oil. Taking their natural resources that we are currently burning.
See, okay, you can't. First of all, you are the biggest military in the world. Do you know how much better off Americans would be if you stopped
Well,
doing
not this
forever
guy.
wars? No,
He's
I
an
know,
Israeli.
But as far as
Let's
America's
call it what it
concerned,
is. They are.
Yes, same thing.
America is the satellite state of Israel.
yes, But the point of it is that you can't give them shit for saying they spend a lot of money on their military when America does the exact same thing, and that does not benefit the American citizenry, as you can fucking see right now. Then
You're
you
right,
say, hey,
yeah.
look, Iran spends all of this money on the military, and then you attack them. It's like, there's a reason for that, because you just attacked them, you shithead. Now it justifies their spending on the military because you've just fucking hit them.
I know.
You retard.
Yes, exactly. For real, man.
How dare these people spend on all their money on their defense as we attack them? Like, you're kind of proving
Spoon.
that the spending has a point.
Sometimes I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, and then you manage to summarize all my feelings with a duh. Like, you know?
Yeah, I have a lot of people in my comment section essentially saying something that I don't know how to express myself. Then I hear you and basically go that. Yeah, you're welcome.
Around the world and supporting their troops in Iran. The second point I want to make is that it's recently been reported over the past few hours that a new supreme leader has been chosen. This is the son of the Ayatollah Khamenei. This is not the change that we need. This is not the change we're looking for.
Oh, too bad.
It's a continuation of the same tyranny.
He's complaining like someone fucked up his Olive Garden order.
Yeah.
You're the one responsible for that change, you stupid asshole.
You did this.
He
You
is
did
literally
this.
kvetching about, it's like, I didn't order this.
He
This is
legitimately, unironically, cries out in pain as he strikes you. I mean, by the way, it's something I'd like to point out, which I don't have in my show notes, but it's widely being reported that, okay, this is the thing that I don't have in my show notes either, because there's nothing to really say there, which is that Israel is blocking any and all footage of the attacks that are happening on Tel Aviv and elsewhere in Israel.
That's the
They're
reason
not
why
allowing-
you don't see much of it.
You're not seeing any of it, or very, very little of it, and a lot of it is AI slop. Because you're not... Israel is banning and blocking anyone from... And pursuing criminally anyone who posts anything. They do not want you to see what's happening in Tel Aviv and across Israel, because Iran's been striking them. So it's this complete information warfare. And what has also been reported, though, is that Israelis... It is the most Jewish thing you can imagine. Are going in after bombings, after attacks, are going into bombed out homes and stealing from each other.
Can't make it up, can you?
What? Jesus Christ! Now I know that happens in the United States whenever there's like a natural disaster, but it typically tends to be black people.
Right, regardless of that, can we talk about this 1940s propaganda poster come to life that's fucking talking to us like he knows shit about fuck?
True. True.
Like, the sooner these, like, if it wasn't for the fact that these people, like, have literally, like, used, like, legit, like, for all the eugenics they practice, they sure can't fix the fucking extra chromosomes they end up with, can they?
Homie with
If
the
you're
extra
wondering-
chromie.
If you're wondering why Jewish women have got such big cans, it's because they are legit, and they're a matrilineal
Big
fucking
Khazar
religion.
milkers.
They are legitimately trying to, like, lure other more genetic diversity into their fucking gene pool because they are dead
From
ending.
2 hours
They will
ago,
be-
I think the Iran war is pretty much complete.
There we go.
Okay, let's say that's true. What have you
Let's see
achieved? You have a
What-
new
what have you
radical
achieved?
offspring in charge. You bombed a school full of children. You bombed critical infrastructure. You radicalized the whole country because you killed their fucking leader. You wrecked the global economy, and you got several soldiers killed. Well done, mission accomplished. You fucking.
Is it really?
retard.
Do you have the tweet here or the message from him?
Hold on.
So I can bring it
I'm
up.
reading somebody else's tweet, by the way. I'm not
Okay.
ripping that off the top of my head.
Oh,
I hope that's true.
1 second. Let's see. Second. So doing this.
No, Oren tweeted this, by the way.
Oh, Oren did.
Yeah.
Okay, from Newswire. Don't know if this is confirmed, but here we go. Trump, I think the Iran war is pretty much complete. Oh, perfect. Perfect first response here from Darth Powell. Why do I not follow Darth Powell? He's a good follow on Twitter. Whoops, now I am. Panickin's in shambles, really? Brylan Hollyhand, the guy
You
they
know-
set up to be the replacement for Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
This is not...
He is
What did you
gotta be
get?
one of the most punchable faces I've ever seen. But Bill,
Oh, he
have you ever
does.
heard this kid talk?
Oh,
Just
he's...
looked at his
yeah.
physiognomy.
They set this guy up.
What's
to be
that other fucking
Charlie
Jewish
Kirk too.
fucking homunculi? Kind of that same like
Bill,
degenerate fucking
Bill,
dead end
if-
fucking look on their face.
Bill, if you thought the GB News kid was bad,
Oh, I did.
that one is
That's
even
some-
worse.
What was it like something Hanania? What the fuck his name is? That other fucking
Richard
freaking
Hanania.
idiot?
Do you guys recognize this image? By the way,
Yeah, it's George Bush.
it's George Bush. They just put Trump over top of it. Mission accomplished.
I will
What
say
did we
Trump
accomplish?
does look more authoritative in that pose than Bush did.
It's not difficult.
True, but yeah, not difficult. Are we? I was pretty sure, as I said earlier, that I was pretty sure it was going to happen while we were live. I thought that's why oil said it was speculative press conference. Huh. BBC says Trump says Iran war will be over pretty quickly, but U.S. hasn't won enough yet as Israel launches strikes on Tehran. Thank you, Laughing Cavalier.
Got to use up the Willy Pete before it
Apparently
goes off.
not. So again, yeah, Iran said lol no, which is the case is that Iran said it's not going to capitulate. They're not giving up. You killed their children. You killed their pope. You destroyed their infrastructure. And I was like, okay, well, we got it. We're good. We're done. It's not how it works. It's because it looks bad for Trump. That's why he's trying to pull out. That's it. I knew this would happen. I fucking knew it. God, I knew this happened before, probably after I said it. But I did call it.
His father led. We're going to persist in these operations to bring the tyrannical regime of Iran down. No longer the pursuit of nuclear weapons.
Oh.
No more ballistic missiles fired on Iran's
So, no more any kind of defensive capabilities, which they've been saying for the last week.
neighbors, and no more exporting of terrorism around the world. Stay safe, stay confident.
Oh, I'm real confident in some things. But you don't need that oil anyway. And then I'm going to keep going because regardless of whatever Trump says, you need to remember this shit. It's about the Iranian people. Again, this is about the bombing of the school. Grave violation of humanitarian law, says UNESCO. Yeah.
Keep in mind, it was Kramer who said he does not see a de-escalation path, and then within hours you get Trump saying,
Kramer,
Like, that's-
reverse Kramer, literally is undefeated.
yeah. Because I saw a tweet from Salty Cracker like, this is the only time I appreciate inverse Kramer. It's like, there you go.
Inverse Kramer, undefeated. Because this isn't de-escalation. It's just, oh, we won, bye. Apparently. We'll see how it works. I don't think you're going to be able to pull out that easily. You can't. You've destroyed this country. And you've put in someone who will be inevitably and inherently
Nobody-
more radical than his father. Because you killed his whole... They killed his wife and one of his children.
Yeah.
How radical do you think he's going to be?
And he would be justifiably radical because you
Yes.
killed his entire family.
I'll
fucking
show
asshole.
you. I'll show you the radical. No, by the way, I'm joking. The Ayatollah, the original, the previous Ayatollah was an Islamic radical, but Ayatollah, a woman is a flower. Where is it? Where's the fucking woman is a flower tweet? Women are flowers. Like, he's... Yeah, sure. I don't know. Like, this is just a fucking Instagram post about it. But he did say... Fuck off. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit, Instagram's unusable. Women are flowers. You killed this guy and replaced him with his son. Who you killed his father, his wife, his son, his grandchild, his nieces and nephews. You're not gonna get any more. Oh, this is it. This is it. I got it. The original tweet. A woman is a delicate flower, not a housemaid. A woman should be treated like a flower in the home. A woman needs to be cared for. Its freshness and sweet scent should be benefited from and used to perfume the air. This is the guy you killed! This is the motherfucker you killed and replaced with his son, whose flower you murdered. How do you think that's gonna go?
Badly.
Friend. I don't think it's gonna go great.
You've replaced some old doddering psychopath with a youthful zeal.
Indeed.
And guess what? You've spent like decades upon decades and generation upon generation to try and stamp any fucking thread of zealotry
please.
from the youth. and replace it with the mix of walkishness and leftoid fucking brain rot.
I'm agreeing with AA. Please, dear God, tell me that's true.
Which is?
Unit 8200, base of operations annihilated last night. Have you noticed a decline in massive bot army attacks since that possible news broke?
Really?
Yes.
Could you share?
It's
Thank you.
linked there.
Got
News
it.
just in.
So-
Meta temporarily closes Tel Aviv office. She's wonder why.
Unit 8200, base of operations annihilated last night. Have you noticed a decline in massive bot? Yeah. I don't know. I have noticed there's still a lot of bot activity, but it's less so than it was. Because the United States is also running bots that are pro-Israel bots. So, but this right here has been. This is this is footage allegedly, and as far as I know, there's still no anything saying this isn't real. But that's people have, and it's not just the video. This has been confirmed to be a United States Tomahawk missile. Only the United States has Tomahawk missiles. This is the missile that struck the girls' school. And Trump straight up lied about it. And I want you to also watch Hegseth's face. Because Hegseth knows that Trump is lying, and he looks pained to sit here through this blatant lie. But I think he's pained because he's like also going, how the fuck can this guy lie so easily? And Hegseth's a liar too. He's disgusted by Trump's ability to lie.
Did the United States bomb a girls' elementary school in southern Iran on the first day of the war and kill 175 people?
In my opinion, based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
No, lie,
Like
fucking
you can see,
lie.
you can see the scrunch
Yeah,
on
Hegseth's
his
like,
face.
ooh. He's like, ooh, no, we did that.
Is that true, Mr. Hegseth? It was Iran who did that?
We're certainly investigating.
Still,
He came up with that.
We're
answer pretty fucking
investigating
quick.
He's bricking himself.
Yeah.
Visibly
We're-
bricking himself.
Hegseth
Well,
doesn't. Yeah, he's like, I don't
well,
want to say
the-
that. I know
the-
that's wrong. I
this-
know we
this-
did it.
This is literally the Iranian version of Nord Stream, Russia blowing up their own pipeline.
Right?
Hegseth's words are like his hairline, a false front.
Yeah, it really is that Hegseth's sitting there going like, we're investigating it. He doesn't want to get caught in that lie. He knows it's a lie, and he's like, ooh, I don't know about that one, Donald.
Yeah.
But the only side that targets civilians is Iran.
Well, we've blown up a bunch of hospitals. We also did kill those girls. We blew up hospitals. We blown up infrastructure. Fucking it.
We think it was done by Iran. Because they're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions. They have no accuracy whatsoever. It was done by Iran.
Blatant fucking lie. And you see him walk back sort of that a little bit. He knows he's lying. He knows he's fucking lying. He knows he did it. It's so sick. I'm so disgusted. Here's Iran's response.
Oh, I saw this.
This guy, by the way,
Based.
he's based as fuck. Look, also I want to be clear.
He is
when I say
dressed
that,
like a villain, though.
yeah, I know he's absolutely dressed like a villain.
He does look
He's
like
wearing-
a straight up.
But
Bond
why is he
villain.
dressed in all black? Why are you dressed in all
Don't
black?
mistake. Okay, don't mistake us talking shit about what the Yanks are up to with
that a real video?
supporting
Yeah.
the fucking Iranians, because we hate those cocksuckers too.
Here's the thing. Well,
I will
yeah,
say
I
though, technically, I'm in the BRICS economic zone.
Yes.
I should be supporting Iran.
yeah.
Yeah, and all
I'm
the
just
Yanks are in
saying.
the
That being
same
said-
group as Israel. Should they be
That being
supporting
said,
them?
though, is that this has been a hostile war of choice against the Iranian people. Why is he wearing all black? Because his people are fucking dead.
In mourning.
And he's in mourning. He looks like a supervillain because he's wearing all black. But he's wearing all black because his
Pretty
people have been
stylish
killed.
looking.
He does look. He is stylish, and also he's no nonsense. I like this guy in terms of
Yeah.
maybe he's a
talks like a real
propagandist.
human
I'm
being.
sure he is, but
Move to the strike on the elementary school in southern Iran. It killed more than
you have doubt because the audio quality is sus. Slime Hermit, you go check it out. That is an official quote from Trump. He lied. I mean, you can find it anywhere. It's been reported on by mainstream news. It's been reported on by anywhere. That was an official quote from Trump. All of that was real.
170 people, including many children. President Trump said Iran is responsible for that strike. What is your response to what the president said?
That's true, Sam.
Well, it is funny. It is our school. These are our students, our girls, and they are attacked by an American fighter, a jet fighter, and they have been killed. Why Iran is responsible? Have we started this war?
No.
Have we attacked our own people? No. We were negotiating with the United States. And in the middle of negotiations, in the middle of diplomacy, they decided to attack.
Yes, as much must be reiterated time and time again. We are in the middle of diplomatic peace talks with Iran when the US blindsided them, gave them stuff to go debate, knew that they were going to go debate about it and talk amongst themselves, the leaders of the Iranian leadership, and then killed their equivalent of a pope. And how can you possibly...
Spoon's that new development I hear you muttering over.
What's that, Spoon?
Mark Levin is coping and seething like a motherfucker on Twitter.
Let me show you something about Mark Levin.
Which really makes me happy because I legitimately think he's Satan.
I think Mark Levin.
He is one of the most.
We start calling him Mark Levin.
And I don't know how far we're going to get into this tonight. This is Mark Levin's. This has been his feed. February 12th, get Khamenei now. The 13th, get Khamenei now. Today, get Khamenei ASAP. February 14th. I'll say it every day until it happens. Get Khamenei. Get Khamenei. Get Khamenei. Every day. Get the next Khamenei. Get the next Khamenei. Get the next Khamenei. Get the next Khamenei. Every fucking 12 hours. This man is a bloodthirsty lunatic.
For the Americans who are on board with this kind of crap, you realize you're on the side with this guy.
This is yes, this guy's on your side.
This is your cheerleader.
Yep.
Really?
It would be so much easier if you just roll over Israel and install a state of Jerusalem. It would be so trivial for you, but you co-opted. You've had your nuts chopped off. At this point, I treat the Yanks the same way I treat the British. Like, grow a pair of fucking balls because yours have been lopped clear off.
I would trust the English to find theirs first.
I wouldn't trust them to find their own fucking elbow with a flashlight in their hand.
I say that because
there is a reason that my people rolled into the UK back in the fucking 11th century and just slaughtered everything north of Shropshire. They aren't sending their best. And then the breakaway from that fucked off to a place that the fucking Leif Erikson said, don't go back here, it's a shithole. And bred a whole new fucking generation after generation of it. We are watching generational genetic decay collapse all at once. I can only hope that this fucking sorts itself out, because it's going to have to. Otherwise, we're going to have to go into the eugenics in earnest, like we did in the early 20s.
I do want to. Sorry, something I said before I left. I do want to be clear about. I'm not trying to lump anybody in together. I'm just saying. What I want. When I said was like, you side with this guy. Is that Mark Levin is representative of the people who are pro-Iran war.
Yeah. Basically.
Look at the bloodlust.
Call his proper name, Mark Levin.
Mark Levant, yeah. This is it. He's just a bloodthirsty lunatic. I don't know how else to describe what this is. A woman is a flower, man. Anyway, and again, I'm no fan of the Ayatollah, but like...
I don't give a shit about the poetry of a psychopath either.
Nor do I.
I'm plenty psycho and I've got my own damn poetry to write.
Anyway, let's go back to this, shall we?
Us. And they have attacked so many places, including schools and hospitals. And there is a...
Yeah. What do you got?
There's a good quote here from Will Tanner, because Kyle Kalinske is like in full caps. I'm telling you, there's no doubt Trump is floating nuke in Iran. For the love of God, impeach the madman immediately.
He is.
And Wills just writes, if Trump really wanted to destroy Iran, he'd force it to accept the Civil Rights Act. Nagasaki is fine now. Detroit is a train wreck. Like, it's not wrong, though.
He's not.
All I do say is, Japan, just don't let anyone in ever again. Just fucking tough it out.
Don't.
Do not let motherfuckers in. Do not fucking side up with the Yanks or get pulled into shit like this.
Do not.
Japan got nuked, and then the trains and the trams ran literally just like days later.
Well, that actually is going to come up. That's going to come up.
We lost a bunch of office workers, but a small price to pay.
What's currently the last kind of major thing that although this stuff changes every 12 hours, but Trump said that regardless of what he said now or what's coming out now, that he said there would be no it wasn't just Trump, it was the whole admin basically said that there was nothing, they were not going to be willing to do anything outside of total capitulation. What was the exact word? Like a total and utter capitulation of the Iranian state, that they would have to be decimated, which is similar. Unconditional surrender. Sorry, I want to make sure about the language there. Unconditional surrender. Now, unconditional surrender historically is what you get in situations like Japan, like Germany, wars that have to be waged for years, where you utterly destroy a country. So when Trump says, I demand unconditional surrender, what that means is that you have to, that it will be boots on the ground, that will mean, or nuclear warfare. That's how you get unconditional surrender. One or the other. They're not boots on the ground, I'm well aware. Although MAGA people, the hardcore MAGAs, will tell you that's all a lie. I don't know what to say, guys. I voted for Trump 3 times. And I'm so ashamed of him, and I'm not necessarily ashamed of myself, because I believe the things he said. I listened to what he said and I believed it. Maybe I should be ashamed for that. But it's not really the fault of the people who trusted Trump to have listened to what he said at the time and believed he was telling the truth, when he meant anything but. That is the shame.
There are all evidences that this school is attacked by an American, jet fighter.
Where is the Iranian evidence that this was a U.S. attack?
Well, at this point, that's all been. They can ask about it, but that was a couple days ago. So, Trump, again, for the 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th time, and I don't know how many times I got to get this through people's fucking skulls. Here's what it's actually about. Israel. Trump said this initially. Marco Rubio said it. Everyone has said it. This was about Israel. It was done for Israel. It was done to protect Israel. From what? Nothing. It was done for the greater Israel project, but the point remains it was done for Israel. It's not like there was anyone else to vote for. I mean, exactly. I could have just written in Ron Paul again, like I did in 2008.
Years they've been killing our people and killing people from all over the world, and I think we have great support, and I think if we didn't do it first, they would have done it to Israel and give us a shot if that was possible. Years they've been killing.
Every time. Every time he gets a chance to say anything about it, he admits, I did it for Israel. If we didn't do it, they would have attacked Israel. This was for Israel. How many times? I'm getting so sick and tired of people going like, oh, Israel, Israel, Israel. And I talked about this last week. But the reality is, why do you think they set up people like Hassan Piker to be front and face forward of all this stuff? A low IQ moron who blames Israel for the fact that he shocked his dog. So that when you hear someone say, hey, Israel's responsible for this, you think of the low IQ moron who shocked his fucking dog and blamed Israel. This is actually on Israel.
I want to answer chat. If I wrote, yes, it's because I'm always right and everyone who disagrees with me is wrong, how many do you think in the chat will actually think I'm serious and not that it's satirical?
Wait, you're right and who's wrong?
No, I'm right and everyone else is wrong. I want to say that to a reply to someone in the comment section. I'm wondering how many will think I'm serious.
Just make the t-shirt already.
And I'm just
shit posting.
Well, there's a bit of a difference when you're right and the people around you are wrong, when you actually have evidence to back it up. I'm an empiricist. Well, again, I think this is the problem.
Well, it's quite difficult to do with this because you can't really tell.
There's fog of war. There's fog of war. And however, there's also pattern fucking recognition. If you can recognize patterns, if you can notice that the regime keeps fucking lying to you, you can start to say, and then you look into sources that aren't just directly from the United States government. You look outside. I'm not saying go trust everything else. And by the way, one of the things I was going to end this segment with is a quote from Putin. Because you know what? I'll play it now. Because strangely, Putin has had a accurate take on this. I think he's right. I'm going to play it now since I thought about it.
Mr. Putin?
Mr. Putler himself said, I want ordinary citizens of Western countries to hear me too. You are currently being persistently persuaded that all your difficulties are the result of some hostile actions by Russia, that you must pay for the fight against the mythical Russian threat to own your pockets. All of this is a lie. The truth is that the current problems faced by millions of people in the West are the result of years of actions of the ruling elites of their countries. Their mistakes, short-sightedness, and ambition. These elites are not thinking about how to improve the lives of their citizens in Western countries. They are obsessed with their own selfish interests and super profits. Where's the lie? No fucking lies detected. I don't trust Putin at all, but where's the lie there? They are obsessed with their own selfish interests and desire for profit. They don't give a shit about you. It's a little pain. Just $5, $7, $10 at the pump per gallon. They don't give a shit about you. Now, Putin has his own goals, obviously. But he's right there. Speaking of, here's your elites. Here's Pete Hegseth. I can't believe he would say this. I mean, like, it's just another admission. Israel, your mission has been executed.
To our steadfast partner, Israel, your mission is being executed with unmatched skill and iron determination.
Why would you say this?
Yeah, that's a really dumb thing to say.
Your mission.
Fighting shoulder to shoulder with such a capable ally is a true force multiplier and a breath of fresh air.
Wow.
We salute your courage and your contribution.
He gets told what to say about Dugin. Yeah, he does. And now it's, well, Trump didn't have a choice. This is very strong. This is a very strong look for the president. Sorry, this is an archive. So, can I get into my archive link? No. 1 second. I'll go get the real link. Well, I think that it might be behind a paywall. That's why I probably did this.
By
No,
the
okay.
way, this will be the only time I will ever say this.
did.
But I want people in this chat to go to my comment section last video and just troll the shit out of the comment section, please, because it's really, really funny.
Okay.
We're just declaring a PvP zone on that fucking comment section.
Yeah. Basically, I want people to just read some of the comments. Like, I'm scrolling through some of them. I'm like, I kind of want Aiden just to bring it up so we can laugh at them, because some of them are genuinely fucking deranged.
I can't bring this up for whatever reason, but I'm gonna read a quote from this. You can. I don't know why I can't get into the archive, but I can look on this browser. I can get into it in another browser. So I'm going to read directly from the link in the other browser.
Says his goal is to rebuild the
It says,
temple.
Netanyahu in late February called Trump with a specific piece of intelligence. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and his inner circle would be gathered at a single known location in Tehran on Saturday morning. Israel was ready. Trump decided to go for it. This is from this Washington Post article. Quote, Trump felt like he didn't have a chance, said people familiar with the president's thinking, whatever the fuck that means, by the way. I think it's interesting, though, because it is that what's more interesting is that Netanyahu gave Trump a fucking call, said, here's where the Ayatollah is going to be. We're going to go for it. You're going to do it, dog. And that's how it seems to have come off to me. I don't know. What do you got for me, Spoon? Oh, send me a link to the YouTube video so we can look at the comments.
Yeah, it's just because, you know, I've noticed whenever I piss off Americans, especially, there's just a lot of cope and seethe, but there's very little substance. But
I have found it to be your law about how Americans are incapable of not bringing up your country whenever you criticize America. It is iron. It is an ironclad law. The fascinating thing to me is that, again, I'm an American, but because when I'm on Twitter, it says that I live in Guernsey and I'm connected to the through the UK web store app. They go, what about your country? Why don't you get raped by a bunch of Pakis or whatever? Like, they say that kind of shit at me. And it's like, I know they don't know I'm an American, and it's fascinating to behold that they, every time, without fail, they just go, pay attention to your own country. Don't pay attention to us. I'm an American, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and also, the reason why America gets more flack is because you boast more than anybody else, and you're the world hegemon. Yeah, like, if you think you're better than everybody else, you're going to get criticized more.
Hey, my English not so...
Sorry.
That's not That's not difficult to understand.
Should I
You
sort
gotta
this by
buy-
new
yeah,
or?
Yeah, go by news first because some of them are just. You can just scroll through any one of them. It's just random fucking doozies.
Trump was or soon Razorfist be snide.
I will agree that Razorfist will make a snide comment
Right,
because
Razorfist,
Razorfist has been
yes.
fucking coping and seething about this entire
Oh,
shit.
I know. Well, he's very, very smug right now, I'm sure. But
See, the
how
thing,
long will
like,
that last?
I wouldn't have a problem with him, but I remember several
Oh, here we
years
go. This is
ago-
the one you were talking about, maybe. Yeah.
Which one?
I have to sit back and laugh watching you damn near blow a head gasket every time we Americans do something you don't like. Laughing emoji. You
I think
monarchists
you
are
will
just
find-
as bad as the communists.
I think you will find most Americans don't actually like this, so it's not just me.
No, I went through the statistics at the start of the stream. This is a position that is supported by at an absolute maximum before the war. Trump in general was supported hardcore by about 22% to 23% of Americans. Hardcore MAGA people is what I mean. That is obviously more than 50% voted for him, but that's dropped. MAGA's been split. No matter how much you want to deny it.
You can
There's an
tell-
interesting. It's very interesting that there's been no polls being conducted right now, but how many people continue to call themselves MAGA? Because I guarantee once that poll is conducted, you're going to find it has dropped significantly over this.
Yeah.
You're going to
Mostly-
find what I would hypothesize. I'm just making a guess. There's going to be about 15% of people. I think it's going to be about 15% that are diehard ride till death people for Trump.
Yeah.
That's not actionable numbers
Also,
of people, though.
you can tell this person does not pay attention to anything we say because all either of you want is to be the new aristocracy.
Be the new
No,
aristocracy. We
no,
literally do
we
not. No,
literally
not in any way.
want the exact opposite of that because we know we're not capable of ruling. We want a competent ruling class. We don't want to be part of the aristocracy because they have a certain skills that we
Okay.
don't.
I have. This is a total aside.
I'm
but
descended
it's
from
funny.
regional
we are the-
aristocracy, so
Yeah, we are more we just want to grill kind of people.
Okay. I have a specific tweet from this account that I want to show you, but I also want to show off this account.
Unfortunately, I
in
have a horrible
general.
feeling that I'm not going to be
'Cause
allowed to
I'm
grow
sorry.
my cabbages in peace.
I really want to show off this account because it's my favorite new follow on Twitter, which is
Oh my
I'm
fucking
new
god!
Tempest.
Okay, this is you're about to indulge in the most inside of inside joke. This account just posts in like the internal monologues of YouTubers. I have never seen such inside baseball. This isn't even inside baseball. This is
call him Arthur?
inside
Hang on.
French cricket.
Hang on. Okay, wait. Wait, no, that's not it. That's not the one where he calls him Merlin. Wait a minute.
By the way,
Damn it.
this is what it's like inside.
Oh my god, like
Aiden's
this
brain.
one. Like this one.
She was giggling to herself like this all last night. It's fucking abysmal.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. That sounds like something Aiden would do.
Well, you don't think this is. Well,
You should start recounting these to me, doing dramatic readings as if this means shit about fuck to me. I don't watch any of these people. I don't watch AA.
I watch AA, but I think this is maybe a bit much.
You don't find this funny?
No.
He's just shit posting. No. You know? Where's the Merlin post? It's so good. It's
No.
so accurate. Where it described Lowe as King Arthur and AAS as Merlin. I liked that a lot.
I'm gonna have to try and look up
It
if
was
there's some
quite
kind of,
accurate.
I'm gonna have an AI like crunch the physical, not like the numbers and the physics of if I can decapitate myself with my own fucking sword.
Wait, dude, like, where's some of the bops? There's so many good ones. I can't believe you don't find this funny. Wait, here's a good one.
They say a system is what it does. A system is what it does. But if a system is what it does, they say
You tell him, Iranian Johnny Bravo.
Dude, everything on this account is fucking minted. What are you talking about? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Have you watched the Tommy show? All due respect, mate, but being King Arthur does not give you the right to tell your Merlin to watch Talmud Vision. Okay, strong recommend this account on Twitter.
I've just.
I'm sorry. I seriously like laughed at that for like 30 minutes yesterday.
Yeah, picture that internet historian uses of just a guy in like abject, fucking awkward pain.
I'm sorry. Apparently,
Very
I'm the only
much
one.
like that.
Apparently, I'm the only one deeply amused by this. Can't see the top of the tweet. Sorry.
I'm sure
I
if you're
don't know what's
chronically
going on.
online, this is fucking hilarious, but
Yeah.
so must try and keep up
Monarchists
appearances.
are
Yeah.
as bad as communists because, yeah.
After this, I'm starting to believe you.
Thanks for that.
Look at what a dictator Saudi royal family does. Clear, we Americans made the correct choice. Why is this capitalized?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if we
Was it
had,
run?
dude, like, what is wrong with this guy's weird random capitalization?
Also, someone should tell us more on this, but by the time you threw your little rebellion, the people in charge of the colonies was Parliament. You basically changed a distant aristocracy for a local aristocracy, and that made you pay far more in tax because you were broke.
The whole point of it was because it was 6 months boat journey away. It was not practicable
Yes.
to actually attend Parliament as with parliamentary representatives.
Yes.
It's a logistical issue. If the telegraph had been around, America would still be a colony today.
Yeah. Well done.
Is this Aiden's new account? No, it's not my new account. I found it. Well, I've seen it going around because it's the funniest shit.
You are an
Actually, oh my
autistic
God.
weirdo, and your sense of humor is bizarre.
I'm ashamed to be associated with you.
It's so funny. Anyway, what's not funny?
Don't worry, Bill. If we stream tomorrow, we can just like throw F slurs and the N word around because it's
Okay,
Yeah.
to get it out of the way. So, what happened first on March 7th is the U.S. hit a desalination plant on Keshem Island in Iran, right? Now, drinkable, potable water is very difficult to come across in this region. The water is very salty. There's not a lot of fresh water. If you destroy desalination plants, people are going to die of thirst. It is a thing that will happen. So the U.S. starts by hitting a desalination plant in Iran. Iran, again, hits back. Oh, is that the right one? No, it's not.
God, does anyone here actually believe that Iran attempted assassinations on Trump?
That is the. They are
Is
now
there any-
claiming
is there
that there was
any
another
evidence for
guy
that?
who was trying that there was a different guy who was trying to assassinate Trump who didn't actually get to do it, but he wanted to. And therefore, the assassination attempts on Trump were actually because of Iran. I'm not even joking. That is the state of propaganda we're at. So, also a desalination plant in Bahrain has been attacked by Iran at this point, which was in response to the U.S., which set the precedent, not Iran. The U.S. attacked a desalination plant first.
Yeah.
Iran said, okay, you put that on the table. I'm sorry, I don't like rooting for Iran, and I'm not. But what I am rooting for is against this disgusting, weird regime that operates off of religious fantasy. I'm sorry. Like, I can't tolerate this stuff. And what does Trump say about Iranians? In response to specifically the attack on the desal plant. After the U.S. bombed an Iranian desal plant, they attack another desal plant. Here's what Trump has to say about the Iranian people.
Iran today accused the U.S. of hitting a desalination plant in Iran. And they said that might open the door to other strikes on infrastructure, non-military.
Must also open the door to other strikes against them.
Can you respond to that allegation? Did the U.S. hit the desal?
Iran. They are among the most evil people ever on earth. They cut babies' heads off. They chop women in half. What they did, take a look at October 7th. Take a look at what they've done over the last 47 years. So I know nothing about a desalinization plant other than to say if they're complaining about a desalinization plant, we complain about the fact that they shouldn't be chopping babies' heads off, okay?
What the hell are
By
you
the way,
talking about?
Nobody knows. Where are the chopped off baby heads? By the way, I don't know where he's talking about, but it's not Iran. Are you talking about some other Middle Eastern shithole? You got them all confused? What this is Lindsey Graham and Jared Kushner saying, oh, they chop heads off babies. See, people who are pro-Israel. Israel, which has legitimately killed more children that are calculable at this.
No, but
That's the
blood libel's ridiculous.
Yeah, Iran did October 7th, apparently. That's the bizarre thing, is that Iran's now being blamed for October 7th.
The entire fucking like paradigm they propped up is completely fallen to pieces.
This makes no sense. None of it makes any
Gibbering
fucking
retardation.
sense. It legitimately, it is incomprehensible gibberish. Iran didn't. I don't know where the chopping the baby's heads shit comes off of, but it sounds like Israeli fucking propaganda. Meanwhile, the Israelis do kill children in Palestine, in Gaza, and have for over the last 2.5 years. It's so difficult because, as we said at the beginning of the stream over on the other channel, but like on Broken Crown, but just because we are not fans of this action does not mean that we are Islamists, does not mean that we are Democrats, does not mean that we are leftists. However, I will call out blatant fucking lies, bullshit, propaganda where I fucking see it. I'm no fan of the Ayatollah. I'm no fan of Islam, for sure. I just did a video like 3 months ago about the insane rates of Islamic terror. But be accurate about it. That's
like,
my problem.
oh,
You must be accurate with things.
Hold on a second. I gotta read a comment. This comment is funny. Someone said,
Yeah.
the grandstanding is disappointing coming from you. If any other country could do the same to the US, especially if we funded terrorist organizations to repeatedly cause instability all over the world.
We do.
You do.
We
What
do
the
that
fuck
all
are you
the time.
talking about?
Every single one of these Islamist extremist groups that, Iran funds
You
them.
funded
the
a
US
whole
has
bunch of
funded
shit
at
against
one
the
point.
Soviets.
The U.S. government has funded every single fucking Islamic
What are you
terrorist
talking about?
organization at one point or another. We have funded every
Al-Qaeda
single fucking
is your
one of them.
creation.
Yes. Are you out of your fucking minds? The United States has funded every single terrorist organization in the Middle East that fucking exists at one point or another when it was tactically advantageous to us. For fuck's sake.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The curse on both your houses needs to return to public discourse. I agree, indeed. So, Trump demands unconditional surrender. I mentioned this earlier. What does it mean? Unconditional surrender is what we demanded from Germany. It's what we demanded from Japan. So understand that you have to put a country in the position of Germany or Japan in order to demand unconditional surrender. Okay? Years worth of war. Or the dropping of nuclear devices.
After like,
and usually both.
What? Not even a week.
At this point. Yes,
So
and
it's
demanding
been
this
what,
after
10
a
days?
week. 9. Will be
There
10
you go.
tomorrow.
Can you give us an idea of what unconditional surrender looks like to you? I mean, what do you want from Iran?
I said unconditional, not conditional. I said unconditional. It's where they cry uncle, or when they can't fight any longer, there's nobody around to cry uncle.
There's nobody around to cry uncle.
So basically genociding the Iranians is what you should say there.
I'm sorry, there is no other way to possibly perceive what he said other than he is suggesting conducting a complete and utter genocide. It's not just him. Pete Hegseth's behind this as well. He said the same thing. Complete, utter, total genocide of the Iranian people. And we're the good guys, remember. I'm sorry. I'm not on board with that. And no one who is good or decent or moral or Christian possibly could be. Sorry. I mean, I don't know. You're talking about killing innocent people. You're talking about killing children.
Christians
Look
don't
at the
fight for
last
heretics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They fight for Christendom.
Yes.
No one else.
That could happen too, because we've wiped out their leadership numerous times already.
You're gonna have to do it again. How can you again? Let's say you put it to a vote to the Iranian people right now. I know there's a bunch of bitches on TikTok who are Iranian diaspora in Canada and the United States and the UK who are like, let's go Reza Pahlavi for monarch. Okay, that's great. The Iranian people, you've killed their pope. You're saying we're going to kill your next pope, whose whole family you've killed. We're going to keep destroying your infrastructure. We're going to keep destroying and attacking your citizens, your daily life, everything. We're going to kill you. And then we want you to vote Democratic. How? Yeah, Ramsey Paul's been good on this. He's been. I haven't heard much from Ramsey Paul in years. He's come out of here strong as fuck. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but sometimes you gotta take libertarians seriously. Not normally. You shouldn't take libertarians seriously on anything. I'm saying as a libertarian. I've abandoned much of my libertarianism.
They're decent there.
Yeah, it's deep down inside me. I can't abandon my libertarian soul. Libertarians, you should listen to on war. Because they tend to be right about it.
So, it's if they surrender or if there is nobody around to surrender, but they're...
Nobody around to surrender.
Welcoming back Richard Nixon.
He is talking about nuclear holocaust. Genuine holocaust. Slaughtering every last man, woman, and child in Iran till there is no one left to surrender. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but I wouldn't say that if it were not obvious that's what they meant. Yes, Ron Paul, let's go. He warned us, by the way. I got a thing about that. Warn, where's that? Where did I put in my... do I have Ron Paul? If I type that in. Told us? It's near the end here. No. Where's my Ron Paul thing? Because Ron Paul did tell us about this. He warned us. He told us about all of this many years ago. Ron was against this stuff in the 1980s. He's been against it the entire fucking time. He's been one of the only people who's ever been against it. And that's why I've been a Ron Paul libertarian my entire fucking life. It was my first political thought, and I continue to be to this day. I have not changed. MAGA, whatever the fuck that is, has changed. And that's the difference. Sorry. Anyway, here's Carolyn Levy on what does unconditional surrender mean. Caesar did make the Gauls loyal. It can be done, but it's a very different situation with Caesar and the Gauls versus going in and killing them to a man, which is what's being suggested here.
What does it mean when he calls for unconditional surrender? Is he saying that the regime has to fully relinquish control?
What the president means is that when he, as commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces, determines that Iran no longer poses a threat to the United States of America and the goals of Operation Epic Fury has been fully realized, then Iran will essentially be in a place of unconditional surrender. Whether they say it themselves or not.
Yes, we don't know.
Frankly,
apparently the death of every single person in Iran.
You didn't actually say anything.
No, she didn't.
You just said
they did
the
it in Gaza
president
and
achieves
people
his
moved on.
goals.
You're right.
What
to the chicken.
What
right.
are those goals?
To kill every single person in Iran, I think.
To say that for them because the United States and the state.
Look what it says on screen. We are decimating Iran. Total destruction. She can't even say what it is, though. What does it mean?
State of Israel have completely wiped out more than 50 leaders of the former terrorist regime, including the supreme leader himself.
Monica. Here's what I wanted to post. You should have listened. You should. This is Dr. Paul. His regime change track record over the past 20 years. And how it has been disastrous. We are currently engaged, by admission now, by the U.S. government, in regime change operations. They go, it wasn't regime change, it is regime change. Maybe it's regime change, it's regime change. Here's Dr. Paul on it. The man who inspired me to become interested in politics in 2007, 2008.
I think the party has lost its way because the conservative wing of the Republican Party always advocated a non-interventionist foreign policy. Senator Robert Taft didn't want to be in NATO.
I agree, very based.
George Bush won the election in year 2000 campaigning on a humble foreign policy, no nation building, no policing of the world. Republicans were elected to end the Korean War. The Republicans were elected to end the Vietnam War.
Yes.
There's a strong tradition of being anti-war in the Republican Party. It is the constitutional position. It is the advice of the founders to follow a non-interventionist foreign policy. Stay out of entangling alliances. Be friends with countries. Negotiate and talk with them and trade with them. Just think of the tremendous improvement relationships with Vietnam. We lost 60,000 men. We came home in defeat. Now we go over there and invest in
this. Listen to this, because this is what's about to happen in Iran. Iran is a nation of 90 million people that is mountainous as fuck, with them entrenched in every foxhole you can imagine. It is Vietnam times 10. You're not... If American soldiers end up... Say again, Spin?
You're not going to dislodge them. I've seen people who are pro-military, even who they even admit if you do a ground force against Iran, you're going to get murdered.
You will
because they know the land and they're entrenched.
No one has ever been able.
They have a very good advantage.
4,000 years, 4,000 years, no one has been able to take Persia. Not militaristically, ideologically, but not militaristically. You cannot take Persia. You're fucked.
Vietnam. So there's a lot of merit to the advice of the founders and following the Constitution. And my argument is that we shouldn't go to war so carelessly. When we do, the wars don't end.
True.
Exactly, Dr. Paul. Exactly. You should have listened. Here he is today. I'm going to play this. We'll be around for a little bit longer, but I do want you to hear Dr. Paul on this since I brought him up. I think it's important. He's old as fuck, but he's still around. Let's hear him out.
Stuck in another disastrous Middle East war. Unfortunately, President Trump listened to the neocons and Benjamin Netanyahu instead of his MAGA base and other...
I have loved this man my entire life, and he has never let me astray. He's always been on point.
Rand's fumbled a couple times, but
Rand's not Ron. I don't like Rand that much. I like Ron Paul.
Voices of caution as he launched a surprise attack on Iran over the weekend. For the second time in 9 months, the U.S. administration used negotiations with Iran
unbelievable
as a cover to launch a pre-planned attack. Last week's talks produced progress, according to all sides, with technical teams set to meet this.
Alexander the Great, the Arabs, that's a bit, and Mongols conquered Iran. It's very hard to take Iran.
No, the Mongols did the Mongols get as far as Iran? Because I thought they only went as far as Syria.
Alexander the Great, actually, so right, that's been not 4,000
Iran.
years, that's been 3,000, you're right. 2.5 thousand. I'm sorry, let me get my... I don't know about the Mongols, I don't think so, and the Arabs, that's...
I think the Mamluks took Persia.
Yeah. 2.5, so 2.5 thousand.
This week to work out the
I'm really
details.
not as well versed in history as people seem to think I
President
am.
Trump, however, suddenly announced that he was not happy with the talks because the Iranian side refused to say the magic words that they would not pursue a nuclear weapon. But Iran has been insisting for decades that they have no interest.
When you're talking about like the Ottomans, you're talking about more... Okay, I think maybe... Yeah, right. You guys might be right. I might be wrong about my assessment of Iran.
In producing a nuclear weapon, and our own intelligence has confirmed that they are not doing so. Shortly after President Trump's announcement, the U.S. and Israel launched their attack, killing Iran's religious leader along with some 40 other political and military leaders in a decapitation strike.
I'm going to be clear, by the way, I haven't watched all of this. I listened to like 30 seconds of it and went, I want to watch this on stream. And so far, I feel like he's just saying the same things I've been saying, which is unsurprising to me. Thank God.
It was supposed to be like the Venezuela operation. Quick and painless for the U.S. Kill the leadership and the long-suffering people would take to the streets and claim their country. It may make a good plot for a Hollywood movie, but in real life, these regime changes operations have never worked.
No, they've not. That's the most important thing. They've never worked. They've never worked. The only time they have quote-unquote worked is when you get unconditional surrender. And the way that you get unconditional surrender is in the case of something like Japan where you drop nukes. Unless you are willing to drop nukes, which I think the United States is now willing to do and prepping to do, potentially tonight. I hope not. But potentially tonight. Unless you are willing to drop nukes. I don't think this happens. And even so, you will have to kill all of them. I think you would. I think you'd have to kill all.
Millions did take to the streets in Iran, but it was to mourn the slain Ayatollah and to reaffirm support for their government. Just like we rallied around the flag after the attacks on 9/11.
Indeed. What a great comparison. What a great, Jesus. I've always loved this guy.
Also, someone needs to point this out. The people you see advocating against the Ayatollah were fucking women. Now you have an entire army of pissed off men. You stupid assholes.
Who gives a fuck what women want? Let's be honest. Women have no power. We're talking about politics. We're not talking about feelings. Okay,
Yeah.
women don't have political power.
Most of
Men
you
have
fucking
political and
hate listening to
militaristic
women
power.
in your own country. Why the hell would you listen to foreign women?
Indeed, dude, he's so on point though. He
Stupid
was
idiot.
so on point with that. Exactly. This part.
The attacks on 9/11.
Exactly. The same way that the United States galvanized around the
people
attacks on
galvanize
9/11,
tragedy. Like,
you
for
have
fuck's sakes.
you have forced them to galvanize. I've been told by several people, and I know that Nachos was here earlier, and she asked me not to call the Ayatollah the Pope, and the reason why I've done that is because that's their equivalent.
That's the
Right.
equivalent, yes, obviously.
I know that apparently that's very offensive to some people. I see that as a Catholic.
I don't know how that's offensive. It's just meant to be a religious comparison.
I'm just making a comparison, yeah. It's the same thing. You have done 9/11 times 100 on them, and then don't expect them to galvanize around the existing regime who you have just slaughtered, and who you are saying, we're going to slaughter again and again and again.
Also,
How
who
can
is
you
more
not
like
expect this?
who is likely to support the regime? Oh yeah, men. Who did you just piss off now then? Men.
Men.
Idiots.
Quickly, Iranian retaliation for the attacks began to take their toll on U.S. assets and Israel. U.S. soldiers have been killed, and U.S. fighter
7.
jets have been shot down.
Yeah,
US
By the way, I think it's more than 7, but there's
Yeah.
7 that have been acknowledged.
I think it's
7.
way more.
I
than
think it's
7.
way more than that. I think it's way more than 7. But there's 7 that have been acknowledged. And 1 is too many. For me, as an American patriot, sorry, 1 is too many.
Also,
If that pisses the Warhawks off, I don't give a shit. I
So
actually
I-
do love America, and I don't want to see a single American son or daughter killed in a pointless foreign war for Israel.
Also, I want to clear up this fucking crap of, oh, look, Iran is a threat to the United States. Bitch, Iran is not a threat to the United States. It's thousands of miles away. And any influence you have in the region, right, is because of fucking Israel, you idiots. I was watching
Right, hold
Brian
on. Holocron.
Brian Beletic, and he was bringing up this. He was bringing up foreign policy that the American regime has set up, and it goes back to like 2009. And
Yes.
they were talking about regime change in Iran. And one of the things they mentioned about regime change in Iran is that they have to goad Iran into doing something because Iran would never attack
Yes.
the Americans because they have no reason to.
Yes, it's not in their interest to do so.
Exactly.
So of course.
Why the
It was
fuck-
never in
Why
their
the hell would
interest
they
to-
attack you? You would
Nev-
provoke
the-
a war then, and then you would have justified reasons to go to war with them. Why the fuck would they do this?
Well, that's why post facto we're trying to invent a casus belli. And that's the problem. We have no casus belli. We didn't have one to begin with, so we've tried to
Stupid
invent one
Americans
post facto.
swallow
which
propaganda. Oh, look,
is inc-
Iran.
which
Iran
they
calls
do,
us the great
which
evil. Like
unfortunately-
you
and I-
literally just attack
I'm
them.
sorry.
That might be why. And also, you couped their government twice in the space of like what 40 years.
Well, yeah, yes, 40 years you cooed their government twice. And you go, why
If
do they
another
call us
nation-
the Great
if
Satan?
another-
Why do
if
they
another
chant death to
nation-
America?
If another
And you think-
nation fucking messed with your elections and overthrew your government, you'd be pissed the fuck off as well.
Let's put it this way. Let me try to put it this way to
They're not
any American. I know
uniquely
everyone here is
evil,
very
for fuck's
I know
sakes.
everyone here is very copacetic and understand. But imagine as if the American government was overthrown by the United Kingdom. The England
Based
did an operation and overthrew the American government in 1953 because we elected somebody that they didn't like and installed a dictator. And then when we lived under that for 20 years, overthrew that person.
Again.
Sort of, but overthrew them under the auspices of also foreign interventionism that forced it into a religious paradigm. of like Christian nationalism. It was also foreign influenced by the United Kingdom, by England. It did it again. And would you chant death to England today if they did that to the United States? You would.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, because Americans do that anyway.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like can you try to perspective take?
Also,
try to. I know everyone here is chill, but like try if you can't understand, try to put them shut.
When this shit happened with America, like some of the fucking Israelis came out and said, we've been waiting for this for 40 years. So let me get this straight. You are near, not relatively speaking, a neighbor that wants to attack you for 40 fucking years. And then you wonder why Iran is armed to the teeth. Because someone has been wanting to attack them for 40 fucking years. It's not like any other nation where they can just do what the fucking hell they want. If someone is trying to attack you and end you, it is no surprise that the people in power are armed to the teeth because someone wants to fucking end the regime.
Indeed.
Doi.
Indeed. Yeah, indeed. For fuck's sake. Let's get... this is great from Dr. Paul. He's the only American politician I've ever trusted. And I think... I've been right since I trusted him when I was 17 years old, and I was right in my first initial assessment of him. I've been right for the next,
probably because he's not in Washington.
No, he's not. He's always been an outsider. I mean, he's been a senator. Senator? I don't actually remember. Was he Senate or Congress? Can't remember. He's retired now, of course. Because he's old as fuck. He's the only person who's speaking any bloody sense. Yeah?
What's up, Bill?
Representative.
He's a rat.
Yes. Hello, Bill.
U.S. bases in the region are either damaged or destroyed.
The intervening points since the walls.
Likewise, U.S. embassies and consulates have come under attack, including by Iraqi, likely still furious over the U.S. destruction of their country 20 years ago.
My point.
Yeah.
You are creating generations of these people who will want to go to war with you. And then you're saying, let's invite them into our countries. And by the way, I know the U.S. doesn't think they have to deal with this to the same extent. But do I have this? Million? There's going to be here it is. Just to be clear, this is what's facing Europe right now. I know Americans be like, I don't give a shit. Britain braces for a surge of Iranian asylum seekers. Migration experts say people fleeing the conflict estimate 2.5 million displaced Afghans in Iran could flee.
You know who did that? You Americans.
Afghan.
Get fucked.
And then they'll go, and then Americans will go,
Europe,
well,
and then
why
piss
don't you
and moan.
fix your shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you're cunts on the
Europeans
world
want you to fix
stage.
your
This
shit.
is why everyone hates you. Because you ruin the world. Piss off.
Do you understand this? This action destroys Europe. And as much as Americans like to pretend that they're not, we are, sorry, I've lived here for a while. We are a European culturally nation.
Yes.
That's what America is. We are European culturally. As much as you want to deny it.
This thing I fucking hate about Americans is they say, look, we're defending you. No, you're not. You're destroying Europe. Piss off.
You are destroying Europe. And but the Brits who were talking about this, you have Keir Starmer to 2029. You think he's going to protect anybody against this? No, he will welcome them in with open arms. 2.5 million as of March 3rd. We're a week away now.
You're going to need weapons of your own, folks.
It's going to be
and you're going to need to know how to use them.
And millions of people from the region, from the Gulf states,
Peacetime
from Iran.
was a fluke. We had a good run of it. You're going to need to know how to fight. Learn how to.
And America couldn't give one fewer fucks. And I would say there's some bullshit, too, where Trump says this stuff. Speaking of. United Kingdom, our once great ally. We know who your only ally is now. And it is, by the way, let me be clear about this. The United States has but one ally left. It's Israel.
And it's not exactly
that is the only
divorce.
No, it's not.
Like an abusive spouse making sure you lose all your friends.
To be clear, the United States and the UK, for as much as I hear Americans constantly whinge about this and tell me it's not true, the United States and the United Kingdom are, and have been, for well over 100 years, been the closest allied states in the Anglosphere.
Francis Yockey would agree. Would disagree.
Francis Yockey would disagree. However, militaristically, they have been heavily aligned, right? We don't agree with that one?
Well, yeah, that's because England tries to think it can rule them through America.
Yes. So militaristically, which is my point here, is that the UK and the US are have been the most closely aligned states for over 100 years. Our once great ally, maybe the greatest of them all, yes, indeed, actually, is finally giving serious thought to sending 2 aircraft carriers to the Middle East. That's okay, Prime Minister Starmer. We don't need them any longer, but we will remember. We don't need people that join wars after we've already won.
Then why?
I would like to remind you. May I remind you of when the United States joined World War II and World War I?
Sense. Why are you saying this? You can just hoggle the glory and just say we don't need you. Fuck off.
Well, I'd like to again bring attention to when did the United States join both world wars? After Europe had been decimated in both, to come clean up.
America didn't want to join either. The Second World War. It was only when fucking Pearl Harbor happened.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah, Japan forced you into it.
America barely participated in the first, understandably. Actually,
only chimed in once Germans tried to bribe the Mexicans into attacking them.
Based well done, Germany.
We don't need people that join wars after we've already run.
Coming from
this
you,
is historically illiterate.
You've never served either.
It's historically illiterate.
Also, need people to join the war. They didn't want to join you at all.
No, we don't. It's just no concern at all. Well, also demanding of it. And it's this sickening shit where it'll be like, ha ha, ha ha, British people get overwhelmed by mud slimes. Tee, isn't it so funny? By a war of choice that you caused.
America is being turned as the national equivalent of iDubbbz.
I know. I'm woke on the Pearl Harbor question. Trust me, don't worry about that. I'm well aware they let up Japan attack. Yes, that it was again set up for this precise reason.
Beaten husband.
For the same reason, I think that the United States is now saying, "Oh, if the FBI finds out about a terrorist attack, or CIA finds out about a terrorist attack that's imminent, don't let anyone know about it." They are setting it up to do the same thing that they always do. Keep apprised of these things. When it happens, when there is a terrorist attack on the United States soil, at the FIFA World Cup, or at St. Patrick's Day, or any kind of sort of thing that happens in the future, because
stay away from big
already
events
building
for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Just straight up, just don't go to them.
Don't go to anything. Please, I actually do beg you.
Take a year off. Work on yourself.
Go, if you can help it, please do not go to any major event for the rest of the year. Because
stick within your communities. Stick to small stuff.
Small stuff's fine. If it's a big mass event, avoid it, because there is a very real possibility that the United States will actively allow a terrorist attack to occur there to cause a mass casualty event so that they can justify this war in Iran. And I am saying that sincerely.
And once again, it'll be the Hebrews.
Do not go to any sort of mass event. Not the World Cup. Yes, the World Cup is the big one.
Honestly, take the Jewish holidays off too. Just stay up. I really hope I'm wrong on this. I really, really hope. I pray to God that I'm wrong. If you stick it out a year or two, they'll lose steam.
Yeah, stick it out for a year or two. But
work on yourself,
right now,
learn how to fight.
When I see
you will need it.
Direct things coming from the U.S. government that's saying we're not going to tell anyone about it, it's a concern. Anyway, let's continue listening, Dr. Paul.
And with the Pentagon warning that the operation may go weeks ahead of days, we are quickly running out of missiles.
That's true.
Billions of dollars have already been spent on this unprovoked attack, and when the smoke clears, if it does, we may see hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe much more, having been wasted on yet another Middle East war. Just what President Trump promised he would not do.
Yes.
There you go.
The neocon.
And I do want to, because you brought that up, I do want to play this. I have this here.
These globalists want to squander all of America's
In case you've forgotten, by the way. Shouldn't play this.
blood and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad.
We should have never gone into the Middle East. We should have never gone into the Middle East. Under my leadership, we will turn the page forever on those foolish, stupid days of never-ending wars.
We're rebuilding our military stronger than ever before, and we are not going to deplete it again on stupid, senseless, endless wars. World War III has never been closer than it is right now. We need to clean house of all of the warmongers.
I need you guys to see this. People are lying to you. They're telling you Trump never said any of this. Oh, you just made that shit up in your stupid libertarian brain. Trump was an anti... I want to point something else really, really clear. A month and a half ago, Trump was whinging that he didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize for not starting any new wars. A month and a half ago. Shh. Spare me. Trump has always been pro-war. Spare me that shit. This is a compilation of Trump saying this exact shit.
And America last globalist and the deep state. I am the president who delivers peace.
I was the first president in decades who didn't start a war.
And the worst, most incompetent, most corrupt president in history is going to drag us into World War III. And this horrible, horrible president is dragging us toward World War III. We're going to be in World War III soon.
Because I think we would have been good with Iran. I don't want to do anything bad to Iran.
Large sections of the Middle East. I mean, look at the death and destruction that's taken place. And none of this would have happened if I were president. Our opponents join with warmongers and neocons to wage endless wars, these wars that never end. Together we're fighting to secure our borders, end the endless foreign wars, and defend the working people of America. But the Muslim and Arab voters in Michigan and across the country want a stop to the endless wars.
New info may I just drop?
Peace in the...
What happened?
Might have been a CIA document declassified that reveals over that. Hang on, I'll check.
Yeah, World War III didn't age well. We are currently at the verge of World War III. Because you have to understand.
CIA info might have just dropped that the cancer being parasitic based might be real. So ivermectin would cure cancer. And they knew about it for 60 years. They've been sitting on the information.
I'm so radicalized. I'm so insane.
51.
I'm so...
Again, this is based on monitoring a Cold War era stuff.
Of course they did. Of course they did. What?
It was not immediately explored as damning.
You have to ask yourself this question. Why would the medical industrial complex ever want to cure cancer? It is an infinite money printer. They will have always wanted to perpetuate cancer. If ivermectin, you said ivermectin? Yeah, anti-parasitic?
Well, it was the products that would go on to develop into ivermectin. You know, it's information coming from the CIA from that era. They were looking into other people's technology at the time that suggested that cancer was parasitic.
There will never be a cure for cancer because cancer is an infinite money machine. There will never be a cure for cancer under the current paradigm. Another thing that I'm sickened by, disgusted by, absolutely fucking furious about. Yeah, Steve Jobs did go, week-long fasting, got cancer, get on ivermectin. I'm not saying it's going to cure your shit. I don't fucking know, guys. I have no idea. But it actually can't hurt. Like, for the most part, taking an anti-parasitic, follow your doctor's instructions, okay? Please don't take but for the most part, anti-parasitics, under medical advisory, be clear, an anti-parasitic, because everyone's got parasites, by the way. Everyone does. We all do. But you do have to be careful about some anti-parasitics because they can destroy your gut microbiota. What I mean.
Middle East, that's all they want. Speaking of World War III,
I'll keep you out of World War III. What would happen if we had a war? We won't, with me, but you will have World War III, I believe, without me, but we won't.
Whoops.
I will be sure.
And this is now a world war. China's going to get involved. Russia's going to get involved. It's inevitable. We are already talking about a local conflict, a regional conflict. Aiden, what about the medicine insurance companies? I know. Oh no, their profit margin. Terrible.
That World War III will not happen. I'm the only one can say it won't happen. But I stand here today, and I'm the only candidate who can make this promise.
I remember this speech so clearly. This one in particular. I remember a lot of these, but this one in particular so clearly. The speech at CPAC. So clear.
I will prevent, and very easily, World War III. Very easily.
Fuck you, you big orange bastard. Fuck. Where was I at? Unconditional surrender. The reality is that now what we're saying, we're going to just change the maps. We're going to change the map. Do you think the map of Iran looks the same after this?
And do you think the map of Iran looks the same after this is all done?
That I can't tell you. Probably not.
We're going to carve the country up. Because you'd have to. Meanwhile, billionaires and millionaires are buying bunkers. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. I want to get through this. Sorry, I got through with my thing. I forgot to listen to the end of Dr. Paul's stuff. Because you know what? I want to listen to Dr. Paul. He gives me so much calmness of knowing that I'm not insane. And that,
I mean, you are, but he's also right.
I mean, I am insane, but like, I agreed with this guy my entire adult life, and even pre-adult life. I've thought this guy was on point, and that is a point of consistency for me. That it speaks quite clearly to my sense of self, which is that I have always agreed with the shit that Dr. Paul says, because he speaks the truth. You know, he just does. He's a no-nonsense dude, and he talks the truth.
On cakewalk crowd, including Lindsey Graham and others, have been proven wrong again. Tragically, more American service members may die while the neocons blame someone else for the fiasco
Every time.
they helped launch.
Don't let them get away with that shit when they try to blame someone else or with the Democrats or whoever. They did this. They did
Israeli
this.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said of the U.S.-Israeli attack that this combination of forces enables us to do what I have longed to do
for 40 years.
40 years.
Yep.
But the purpose of the U.S. military is not to fulfill the decades.
By the way, I'd like to point out, I've not heard this before in full. I listened to about 30 seconds of it and went, yeah, I want to listen to this on stream. But that is because the reason why I knew what he was about to say is because I know what Bibi Netanyahu said. He has been dying to do this for 40 years.
Old wishes of foreign leaders. There is a good reason we have a constitution that says only Congress can declare war. Launching a military...
Congress hasn't voted on this yet, still. I think, have they voted on it yet? Oh, yeah, they did, and it got shut down. So, yeah, we're... Well, it needs to be revoted on, I think.
Strike during negotiations will have lasting negative effects for the United States. Who would ever trust the U.S. diplomacy again?
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm sorry. Now I feel like it sounds like I took all my talking points from this video when I didn't. It's the opposite. Who would ever, I said this earlier in the video, earlier in the stream, who would ever trust U.S. diplomacy ever again after you did this?
Are used as a distraction.
You're lucky if anyone even tangentially against the U.S. even like gathers in one place ever again.
Yeah, when the last time Congress declared war, 1940s, yes, it's been broken for that long. They get around it by saying it's not a war, it's not a war, Vietnam, Korea, it's not a war.
What nation was formed around the same time?
Israel.
Well, there we go.
Interesting.
Because where was the Twitter page for the Department of Homeland Security? It was Tel Aviv.
Now, I don't know what that was about, but it is true that when all the Twitter locations went public, that the Department of, was it DHS or what was it?
It's Homeland Security, I believe.
DHS was based in Tel Aviv, in Israel. Well, I don't think it was that specific of Tel Aviv, but it was based in Israel. Well, I don't think it tells you what city, but it does.
I remember seeing it.
Well, that makes it less trustworthy because it
can get quite specific.
I'll just show you what I mean. When you go to like somebody's account, it says account based in Guernsey.
It was more specific.
United Kingdom.
That's way more specific than Tel Aviv is.
Tel Aviv is a specific city, though, right?
Probably bigger than Guernsey.
Oh, I'm sure, but still. Anyway, that's my point.
Attacks. The administration is doing its best to spin this unfolding disaster as all going according to plan. But what is the plan? No one knows. Do they know? Here's the plan.
I don't know.
And
Dr. Paul.
this today, return the destroyed U.S. bases to the countries where they are located and just come home. That is what a real American First movement looks like. Thanks for listening.
Oh my God, I love this man so much. He's the only real one left. He's the only real one who's ever been. I'll give you a couple more things. I think Spoon's getting ready to go to sleep. If he's not ready. I'm also sleepy.
1:30.
All right. I would tell you this. World War III bunker manufacturer, I'm inundated with calls as wars rage.
Ron Hubbard.
Ron Hubbard. Not L. Ron Hubbard. Yes.
I was about to say, like, that name sounds familiar.
I'm not going to
Scientology guy.
Get behind this.
Yeah.
But Ron Hubbard's fielding inquiries from politicians and billionaires, including 2 members of Trump's cabinet. Trump's own cabinet, are requesting bunkers be built. We're in the real fallout timeline here, lads. Also, BlackRock won't let billionaires cash out, so I don't know if they're going to be able to buy their bunkers because BlackRock has just prevented billionaires from being able to cash out their own money. It should worry everyone. BlackRock's fell 7.17%. Now they're not letting anyone take money out of the stock. They've said no.
That's a pretty big drop.
It is. And they're saying no one can now check their stock out. You just can't. If you're a billionaire invested in BlackRock, you're not allowed to take your money out of it right now. What the fuck? That's insane. But I'm gonna, you know what? I got a little bit of way of there's so much that we're gonna. I'll stream again tomorrow, guys, because it's so much. Lindsey Graham, however, is gonna tell you that we're gonna make so much money. We're gonna make so much money.
All of this money is to make sure they never go nuclear, they can't hit us with ballistic missiles, and they stop terrorizing the region. When this regime goes down, we're going to have a new Mideast. We're going to make a ton of money. Nobody will threaten the Straits of Hormuz again.
Stop.
All of this money.
You were the ones that installed this fucking regime in the first place.
You installed this regime.
You fucking time.
You did all of this. Are we going to make money, Mr. Graham?
The people cheering against democracy, and especially the people who hate monarchy, you overthrew a democratically elected person in Iran to install a monarch.
Yes. That's what the Americans did in 1953. Don't get that shit twisted. The Americans overthrew a democratically elected government in 1953 in Iran to install a monarchy. Okay?
Yes, you installed a Shah.
Is this going to make us a bunch of money? Is this going to make us money? Or is this going to cost us an extraordinary amount of money?
What do you think is the discussion
It's like
between
complaining about the current state of Iraq.
I know. Yes.
Our highest end defense companies and the president this afternoon? What could be done quickly if needs to be?
Well, I think the discussion is how do we plus up our counter drone defenses to continue to strike down these drones, because clearly some of them are getting through, obviously more than we wanted to. We're seeing more drones penetrate our defenses than I think expected. We should be really honest with ourselves about that. That brings up, frankly, a larger issue that I've been talking about on this network for years. We have our critical installations around the world have been vulnerable. There are people in some of our own government offices who have failed the American people in purchasing failed equipment. That's why we're seeing some of these Shahed drones get through. Even one enemy drone getting through our defenses and striking a U.S. embassy overseas is unacceptable. And Mark, that's something, a cheap $20,000 Shahed.
I'm putting this up because I was told this is all a lie. The Shahed drones costing $20,000 versus the $1 million to $4 million that it costs for the interceptors is all fake and gay, and it's some random Chinaman who's quite a base Chinaman, to be fair. But it's all fake and gay. But here it is. You're being told this by everyone because it's true. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. But to quote Ben Habibo, and by the way, let's talk about Ben Shapiro. He's
Do we have to?
champion at the bit. He's fucking ecstatic. Your facts don't care about your feelings.
I really don't give a shit what fucking Ben Shapiro thinks about anything.
I don't care either. But here he is with his massive fucking
the
eyebrows.
most courageous commander-in-chief in modern American history. There is no question about this. What he just did is the bravest move by a president of the United States of my lifetime, bar none, without a doubt.
By the way, in case you can't tell, he is
get
saying
behind
this
him.
with a raging erection hitting desk.
it's
Because
not just
Ben
him.
Shapiro
Yeah.
absolutely loves it when you die for his little chosen fucking country.
Oh, he does. He loves
Because he's a prick.
when Americans die. Well, because he's a Zionist piece of shit.
We could have predicted this video like word for fucking word. So
He gets hard when Americans die for Israel. That's my point. So, yeah.
Forcing us to burn multi-million-dollar interceptors, starting fires currently at oil facilities and U.S.
By the way,
embassies. That's
you know who else? I want to get this tonight just while I'm thinking about it. Who else has a boner for this? Randy Fine.
Oh, Randy.
The guy who stood up and tried to fuck up with the votes and just like he was slapping vote consoles. Was it in Congress or the Senate? I don't remember which one it was. And he's proud to wear his custom fight kippa today in Congress. President Donald Trump is battling leftist Muslim terrorists who are seeking to destroy us. He's not backing down one bit. I'll never stop fighting alongside him. If you're on board with this, this is who you're on board with. And I hate to do that kind of friend-enemy distinction stuff. But I'm sorry, it must be made. It must be made. I do hate it because it's being done against me and by people who call me a communist.
Enemy distinction. Okay. Aiden, I don't know if you've noticed this, but someone who calls you a communist is a retard, and why do you care about the opinions of retards?
No, I don't. But I'm saying,
retards
like,
are to be looked at and go,
in their
"Hey,
minds,
you think I'm a
minds,
communist, mock them.
What I'm saying is that in their minds, they think they're also making a friend-enemy distinction. They are making
They are, but it's a wrong one.
It's a wrong. Yeah, they're incorrect. I am making an accurate friend-enemy distinction in that this motherfucker is my enemy. This motherfucker who goes up and tries to slap his fat fucking Israeli fingers all over the fucking voting booths to try and in the United States, was it Congress or Senate? I can't remember.
Who cares?
Slaps his fat fucking fingers all over them to try and vote for other people in knowing that there's cameras recording. That's who this guy is. That's who these people are. They're bloodlusting fucking sociopaths.
America First is to kill people who wish us ill with a record of trying to destroy us in the region, to take them off the table. Celebrate today, please, my Democratic.
What the hell does that region have to do with you?
Kill him. That's all he thinks about
The
is
only reason you're
blood.
there is because you want to jack their fucking resources. And then
All
guess what?
he
People
actually want to be sovereign, and they don't like your influence. So in case you also, want that, there might be a reason why other people want you to, I don't know, fuck off.
I want you to listen to this clip again.
But America First is to kill people who wish us ill with a record of trying to destroy us in the region, to take them off the table.
Destroy in the region. They're one of the oldest civilizations in the region.
They don't care. Just destroy him.
They are
Kill him.
clearly
Kill.
not trying to kill the region because they've been there longer than anyone else around them.
It doesn't matter.
Fucking hell are you talking about?
They will kill them to the last fucking man. We're gonna run out of time here. Let's end on some of this Lindsey Graham stuff, because this guy's a lunatic.
Democratic colleagues, that the most evil man on the planet is no more. He
Oh, well, you replaced him with his son, who is going to hate you a million
most
times
evil man on
more.
the planet. Nothing happened to Netanyahu.
I will bring... Yes, indeed. I'll bring it up again.
Well, apparently it might have done, but we don't know yet. We can only hope.
This is Trump on Lindsey Graham just a few years ago.
You see, Lindsey Graham just said of your remarks that you made in the Oval Office that if you keep talking like that, quote, this will be a disaster worse than Obama's decision to leave Iraq.
No, Lindsey Graham would like to stay in the Middle East for the next 1,000 years with thousands of soldiers and fighting other people's wars.
God, look at how more cogent Trump was here.
And more energetic.
2019. This is 7 years ago now.
Yeah.
He was calm, concise. And this is accurate. This is the Trump I voted for.
I want to get out of the Middle East. I think Lindsey should focus right now on judiciary, like the Democrats, the do-nothing Democrats, as I call them, because they're doing nothing. They're getting nothing done. They're not getting USMCA done between Canada, the United States, and Mexico. They're getting nothing done. And I think Lindsey should focus on judiciary. He ought to find out about what happened with Comey, what happened with McCabe,
He should.
Lisa, what
Didn't.
happened with Peter Strzok,
He didn't
what
care about
happened
that
with
shit.
President Obama, what happened with Brennan. That's what Lindsey ought to focus on.
Do you understand now why I voted for this guy?
Yeah.
This is cogent. This is rational. This is reasonable.
That's what the people of South Carolina want him to focus on. The people of South Carolina don't want us to get into a war with Turkey, a NATO member.
We're now talking about going to war with Turkey, by the way. Actually, good point. Good point. President Trump.
In 2019.
In 2019. Let's talk about where we are fucking today.
Turkish threat is emerging. I want to be very clear. Turkey and Qatar.
This is Israeli Prime Minister. Is it PM? Yeah.
Has
Naftali
anybody else
Bennett.
noticed that Israel has a problem with literally fucking everyone?
Every country on earth, yeah.
Every
Interesting.
country these fuckers can't stand. I look at your rhetoric and I can completely understand why everyone has exiled you in every place you've ever fucking lived. Because all you fucking do is complain about everyone else all
Indeed.
the fucking time. There's a reason
Indeed.
why everyone hates you, because you're fucking irritating.
But more than irritating, they're bloodthirsty freaks.
Have gained influence in Syria, are seeking influence elsewhere and everywhere throughout the region. And from here, I warn, Turkey is the new Iran.
They're well armed.
Two people clap. Two people clap.
Erdogan is sophisticated, dangerous, and he seeks to encircle Israel. And while some senior Israelis were on Qatar's payroll, Qatar and Turkey are nourishing the Islamic Brotherhood monster that is growing and eventually might become as dangerous as the one created by Iran.
Of course it will.
Qatar are gaining influence.
Just so you know, all of the American state has been in bed with Qatar for fucking
Yeah.
decades. My granddad
Yeah.
personally sold oil between the two, even
Oh,
during
yeah.
embargoes. So don't come bullshit with me.
Indeed.
I'm in favor of any of them creating a hospitable place in the Middle East, because that means all the people in Europe can fuck off home.
Yeah, true.
Not only in Syria, but also in Gaza, through the front door, and everywhere, and trying to create a new
Sorry, if you're wondering why I use the word Palestine over Gaza, it's because I despise and will not acknowledge the
Genocide?
legitimacy. I will not acknowledge the fucking... I will not acknowledge the fucking legitimacy of Israel. Fuck them. Palestine, Gaza. I hate the
The
way that
Kingdom
they...
of Jerusalem is the only apt state.
Palestine.
choke rink. Turkey is trying to flip Saudi Arabia against us and establish a hostile Sunni axis with nuclear
Oh,
Pakistan.
come on.
Pakistan's nuclear fucking
I wanted to bring this up.
program is such a joke that India throws hands with them.
Lindsey Graham was sent to go to Netanyahu to convince Trump to do this, to help make the case on Iran. Graham traveled several times to Israel in the recent weeks, meeting with members of the country's intelligence agency. Quote, they'll tell me things our own government won't tell me, he said. Somehow the Israeli government has more intel on the U.S. government that they're willing to share with Lindsey Graham than the United States government is. He spoke with Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu, coaching him on how to lobby the president for action. Netanyahu showed the president intelligence that persuaded Trump to go ahead. Graham. We are beholden to Holden Blood Feast. I want to get through this because I'm almost done for the night. But they want to put Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and Candace Owens in camps. This is J-Feed. First Amendment isn't a suicide pact, just as Great Generation isn't neutralized threats in 1942, which must stop the influencers turning our soldiers against the commander-in-chief and the front lines. Jewish outlet says we must put Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and Candace Owens in internment camps because they have differing opinions. And guess what, guys, is going to come to you soon. Take note of those not celebrating. I'm going to do Patriot Act. There's a new Patriot Act that has been proposed. Here it is. And here's what it says. It's coming to you soon. Trump admin launches Patriot Act 2. We will unveil, this is a quote, we will unveil and embarrass online espionage, destructive propaganda, and influence operations and cultural subversion. In other words,
too little, too late.
If you are against the war in Iran, they are going to lock people up as terrorists. Okay? They will. That's what the plan is right the fuck now. To lock people up and probably, kill them, I would imagine. Let's play this out with this Tucker clip.
Is dying, hastened by this war with Israeli empire. And one thing I noticed, I can't contain myself and have to express it, but when you say that the Israelis are destroying Beirut, which is, having been to a lot of places in the world, one of the prettiest places on the globe. Beirut is just a marvel. It's beautiful. It reminds me, and it's being destroyed by Israel, which is one of the single ugliest countries in the world. Nothing.
It takes incredible bravery, honestly, at this point to say that. Israel is hideous. I'm sorry. It is the antithesis of beauty.
Beauty has been built there since 1948. Sorry, I've been everywhere in that country, and it's true. That the nature of this emerging empire is destructive, and it always seems like beautiful things wind up being destroyed. Europe, right? Beirut, parts of Syria, the holy sites. Parts of Iran are apparently beautiful, totally blown up. This does seem like a war on beauty as well, which next to truth is like, this is not an American perspective, but it's a Christian perspective and a real perspective. It's a global perspective.
I agree so much.
Beauty is worth preserving.
I can't even explain how much I agree. Beauty is worth preserving. That's one of the reasons I have such a disgusting revulsion towards the attacks on Iran. It's not the only reason. My reasons are multifold, as I've explained. But it is an attack on beauty. It is an attack on one of the oldest civilizations.
And why is Turkey next?
Turkey is also
because it's
Turkey.
It's the Eastern fucking
human
Roman Empire. They are going to try and smash the fucking Hagia Sophia flat.
It's more than that. Turkey, and I hate to say this, but it is the truth, guys. We must get over it. Anatolia, that's Turkey, right? Am I saying the wrong thing? I got the wrong word.
Don't get lost in the weeds.
I am. Whatever. Ignore what I just said. Okay, Turkey. In terms of the oldest known human civilizations, permanent civilizations, that exist. The, what's it called? Oh shit, I can't think of it right now. I'm too tired and we're getting too late. What's the name of the oldest known human civilization?
Derinkuyu.
Derinkuyu, yes, all those places. They're all across Turkey. The oldest
because the Turks weren't there at the time. It was a fucking Greek land.
These ancient, no, we're talking 40,000 years ago. 30,000 years ago.
Yeah, like the fucking
oldest
I can't remember the name of the
permanent
different
settlements.
fucking civilizations that
Yeah,
mound makers and all that shit. I can never remember.
No,
fucking
we're talking about permanent, older than the Sumerians.
like the mound makers and the other
these
ones
people
defined literally by what we found of them.
have way older than the Ottomans, man. Older than the Sumerians.
Yes, that's what I mean.
These people have been around. They're the oldest civilization builders. And I just want to, if I could impart anything upon people, it's that I find it curious that the countries that we want to now destroy are the oldest civilization on Earth. We want to destroy their land. Göbekli Tepe people, yes, the Göbekli Tepe people. Destroy any evidence of their existence. Anyway, I'm gassed out. If you can't tell, as I've just said, I'm gassed out. I've run out of energy. I may stream tomorrow here on this channel on Science Sybil.
If you fuck with fucking Kino Knight, I will hang you from the rafters.
Don't be up here. I'll be cool.
No, I say slurs during Kino Knight. I'm not having that.
Okay, it's fine. You can say some slurs. All right. By the way, thank you guys so much for showing up. I cannot thank you guys enough for showing up and moving over here to this channel. Essentially, about between 130 and 170 of you have done that, which is I really cannot thank you guys enough for helping me launch this new channel. I'm so incredibly thankful for that. You'll see some stuff new on this channel very, very soon. I probably will post actually a new short this evening. How about I do that? I'll post a new short this evening. Or either, if not this evening, then tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you all very soon. Cheers.